Francis to bless this video as a banger.
I'm still alive, you dumbass.
My bad, father. Gambling. It's fun. It's flirty. It's what insanely rich people do just to feel something, and it's what we're going to be talking about today. Specifically, I want to cover
gambling is free money.
Specifically, gambling apps ads. Specifically, gambling apps ads on TikTok. Because these apps are so strange in their advertising, and I just need to share it with somebody. And all of my friends are busy. So let's just jump in with the first ad that made me say, what the fuck? And we'll just go from there.
Don't come any closer! Hey, let her go, inmate. Do the right thing. I'll talk to the warden, and I'll get your sentence.
This looks amazing.
There's over there. You can use it to escape. I need to answer this phone call first.
This is lots of slots. Our system has detected that you have just hit a grand jackpot of 1 billion in our game. We have sent 1 billion coins to your account. Please confirm if you have received it.
What? $1 billion? But I didn't top up a single penny.
God, I'm about to start gambling. Holy shit.
To spend a single
this sounds lit.
What the fuck? You see what I'm saying? She's in a hostage situation and just had to answer this phone call from Lots of Slots? How did she hit the jackpot? She wasn't even on her phone. Does Lots of Slots have a call center to reach everyone that wins a jackpot on their app? What does 1 billion coins even mean? Is that a lot for the app? Is that a little? I don't know. I had so many questions and so little answers, so I kept watching.
And if you're lucky, you can hit a jackpot with just 10 spins, with jackpots going up in the billions.
Whoa!
Game! I want to play too!
Lots of slots, tons of fun.
The escaped convict was so blown away by the app that he lets his hostage go and gets caught. If you consider jumping on a man as getting caught. So I guess the purpose of the ad was to show how crazy high the payouts were, that you'll just be so rattled, in a state of shock. You have to drop whatever it is you're doing, because $1 billion coins? Yeah, take me back to jail. I need to play this game immediately. Okay, good job, Jimmy. Now just make that final incision, and if you mess this up, she will die. Oh, jeez. Okay, where do I make the cut? Hold that thought. I gotta take this call. What? Sir, we're in the middle of surgery. It's Lots of Slots. Oh, sorry, my bad. How much did you win? $1 billion. What's that? 1 billion coins. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh shit, she's flatlining. Believe it or not,
I want to know how many 1 billion coins is.
Just watched. That was me.
What does that translate to?
Though I get how they could look like one and the same. But this wasn't the only weird, strange, bizarre ad that I've collected over the last month, because apparently this is just a standard with these gambling mobile apps, with so many different ones fighting for your attention. And where else but TikTok to get these ADHD-stricken teenagers to download your over-the-top, dopamine-inducing slots app promising you millions upon billions of coins. Those are some big numbers. But before we get into making fun of those cringy ads, I have my own, hopefully not cringy ad. That's right, we have our first sponsor. This video is brought to you by
let's go, Gunnar.
As millennials scared of
I think that is his first sponsor, right?
Buying a VPN because
that's huge. Let's go, Gunnar.
Luckily, with Atlas VPN, I was up and running in a few minutes with a clean display.
Is it actually $10? $1 billion coins is $10 in that game?
Protected and encrypted. Look at their little superhero guy defending my devices from internet bad guys. Don't you just want to pinch his cheeks and say thank you? Sorry, no, you're busy. Keep doing your thing. Right now, Atlas VPN is running a huge discount. It means
you can only buy coins, no withdrawal.
$1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee using my link in the description. With Atlas VPN, I get to watch shows on streaming platforms that were previously locked out of my region in the US. As you can see, when I place myself in the filth of New Jersey, I can't watch some of my favorite shows like Parks and Rec and Arrested Development. But suddenly, I like maple syrup and playing ice hockey because, as far as Netflix knows, I've just become an honorary Canadian.
So it's not like actual gambling?
Parks and Rec and Arrested Development at blazing fast speeds from my virtual private log cabin.
What?
Go Oilers! With a single Atlas
VPN play slots if you can't make anything off it?
Unlimited devices, stop ads and malware, and find the best deals when shopping online. Thanks, little superhero guy. No, you're still busy? Sorry. Once again,
wait, no fucking way.
Best VPN deal on the market right now.
Is that right? So it's like Fortnite. It's fake money, like Fortnite V-Bucks that you gamble, but you can buy them too. So you literally pay to spin the slots, but you can't actually make money from the slots. You don't even get dopamine from that. You are literally paying to spin slots with no chance of making money. Holy shit, that's crazy. What? That's wild. That makes it legal. True, I guess like maybe getting kids addicted to spinning slots, but I feel like a kid wouldn't like slots if they can't get anything from it. Besides just like fake money. But I mean, I guess I don't really know. That's so weird. I thought it was just like actual gambling.
Now with a 3-year subscription to Atlas VPN for only $1.99 a month with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Time is running out, so get your deal by clicking the link in my description below. Thank you, Atlas VPN, for sponsoring this video. Now, the next type of gambling ads I saw were what I would categorize as the boss ad, and these typically start off very intense.
No, boss! No! Stop us! No! Try to stop me.
Boss, please come down, boss.
Do not try to stop.
Damn, these are cool.
How many times do I have to say this? Our game is totally free!
You've got this boss character who's supposed to be, I guess, the CEO of the app, and they're freaking out, slamming down their suitcase, because a suitcase equals the boss of a company, of course. And they're acting a bit unhinged, dare I say. I mean, in this one, on a plane for some reason, they're physically trying to restrain the man as if he's about to go commit a murder, which with that fucking crazy look might actually be the case.
No! Try to stop me. Why are there still people playing fake slots with no jackpots when they can play our game and hit a 10 trillion jackpot without spending a single penny?
A lot of people are calling us.
10 trillion?
They didn't hit a jackpot for over half.
What's next?
This one's
10 more
choice
billions?
of dialogue for the ad, saying that people are calling you liars.
A lot of them called us liars. They couldn't claim any coins.
Why mention that? Why are you telling me, someone who hasn't played your game before, that? It just seems a little prematurely defensive, I would say, if that's not the case. Look, a lot of people are saying I like to lather myself up in butter and slip and slide around the local gymnasium, but that's not true, and they're liars. Like, literally, we didn't know that was a thing people were saying, but yeah, now we're kind of wondering why the YMCA is closed this week. Anyways, these bosses are pissed at the fake news agenda that the anti-slots mainstream media wants you to believe, so they're gonna fight back, damn it.
Increase the jackpot to up to 10 billion.
Whoa! That's nothing compared to the other guy.
Increase the payout to the max, so even with just a few dozen coins, the players can still hit the grand jackpot of up to 10 trillion. Give them 12 million free coins just for downloading, and for every 15 minutes of gameplay, give them 10 million more.
Increase the payouts to the max. Just keep giving them coins. Just shower them with coins. For every 10 million coins, give them 10 trillion coins. I don't give a fuck. To hell with the company profits. And the workers are all freaking out. Boss, what are you, crazy? Can we even do that? To which a normal person watching the ad says, yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, if you're gonna increase the fake game money the same amount for everybody, it doesn't really make a difference. If I haven't mentioned that yet, this isn't real money we're talking about. This is their own in-game currency of coins. This can't be transferred to actual cash, even though their ads desperately try to make it seem like it can.
Good afternoon, Nathan.
Hey!
Wow, did you buy a new truck?
Oh yeah, I hit a jackpot of 2 billion last night, and I was so happy I had to get this beaut.
2 billion?
Boy, this seems like an illegal ad.
Here, take a look.
Notice the careful choice of words there. He said he won $2 billion, didn't say whether that was dollars or coins, and then said he was so happy that he bought a new truck. Yeah, I remember when I played mobile games back in the day, like Fun Run, and whenever I won a race, I was so happy that I would just buy a house. Let's be honest here, the intention of the ad is clearly to try to trick the viewer into thinking that you can win actual money in this app, and it's done in a pretty slimy, but technically legally safe way. If I can save just one person watching right now that might play Jackpot World,
I don't think there was one person watching that was going to play that.
You don't actually have that money. I'm sorry if this is the way you found out that you're not actually a billionaire, but I think it's my duty to let you know. Now, I for one thought this ad was scummy, only made immediately more scummy by the next ad I saw.
Whoa, she's really fucking killing it.
They show people playing slots and then a bank account number going up in the millions. You're telling me the pretense of this isn't to try to deceive people into thinking that they can win real money? It's a bank account. How do they get away with this? Is it because there's not a dollar sign? That there's like a little coin logo above it? Any child looking at this would immediately think, my parents are idiots for working their whole life. I'm about to go make us a family fortune. The hell, you don't even have to be a child. I had to do a double take at this. I was gonna quit YouTube on the spot for Jackpot World. Thank God Atlas VPN bailed me out of that one.
This is why I love playing Double Down Casino.
I really do wonder, if I was a kid these days and I saw shit like this, what would I believe? Like, I used to be very gullible, and to a certain extent, I guess I still am. I still believe, like, Santa, whatever. Like, there's definitely times where I'll just take something and think it's real, and then find out later it wasn't. But as a kid, I feel like I probably would have believed this kind of shit. Like, I can make millions for my family. It's only going to take a couple $100 from my parents' credit card.
I just can't stop winning. Seriously, I win every time. You've got to try it.
Okay, well, besides the porn level acting...
Oh, good point. I told that story before. When the internet was still in its infancy, they used to have those, like, win a free dirt bike, click here. And I know they still do that on, like, porn and stuff, but it used to be on just mainstream sites. And I remember one time I was like, oh my god, a free dirt bike, this is amazing. So I clicked it, I went through all the process of, like, setting up my free dirt bike delivery or whatever. I put in all of, like, my parents' information that I knew off the top of my head, and it wasn't until I was, like, pretty deep into it where I needed, like, their input because I didn't have the rest, that they were like, there's no way, this can't be real, Charlie. This is alarming. You're just giving away our information. I learned a hard lesson that day, that not everything you see on the internet is true. So I probably would have fallen for this shit as a kid.
One does have a dollar sign going up, so does it just not matter, or does just no one care? Yes! Yes!
Ooh! And you remember, oh man, now we're just going down nostalgia. And you remember those surveys? There used to be survey ads where, like, if you fill out this survey, you win money. You guys remember those? Yeah, I never fell for those fucking idiots. I don't know how anyone fell for surveys. That was only on the sketchiest of websites, and it was the most obvious fucking scam ever. You telling me I'd win $500 from filling out 3 questions? My ass. The 3 questions are always like your personal information and shit. But I did fall for the dirt bike one in particular, and I think it's because I really like dirt bikes.
False advertising. I feel like with apps like these being around for so long, they're just becoming more increasingly scammy in their promotions, desperately trying to do whatever they can to convince you to download their game. So a very common thing with these gambling ads is they really want you to know that their app is different from all those other slots apps. That this one doesn't want you to spend any money, it just wants you to hit the grand jackpot.
Always losing coins. Fake. No jackpots in 10 spins. Fake. Having to pay to get jackpots. Fake. Slots. Fake. Slots. It's all fake. I promise in our game you will hit more jackpots in an hour than you could play any other slots game for a week.
Like, sure, okay, lots of slots, maybe this is the one app that finally doesn't try to make me spend in-game money to win jackpots. And me, perhaps an ignorant child, a naive adult, or someone that follows $sign Empire, may be prone to have getting duped by other slots games in the past, might be willing to download it and give it a try. But for the more observant of you folks, you might look around and say, well, hold on there, lots of slots, that Butler guy looks kind of familiar. Oh, wait a second, is that the same guy from the Jackpot World ad? No, wait.
Oh, no.
Maybe with the shades, he just looks similar? I'm just gonna keep scrolling.
It's all a scam.
With 1 million in their game.
$500,000.
What about us?
Up to 10 trillion.
Ah, shit, that is totally the same guy. It's okay. Take your time to process it. I was shocked as well.
I love the 10 trillion.
Apparently, Jackpot World and lots of slots are owned by the same company. And with a little bit more expert hacking cross-referencing, it looks like you could add Vegas Friends Casino slots to that list as well. So it really makes this point in these ads where they're talking about how other players are complaining about all of these other slots games kind of mute. You own the other slots games. You are who people are complaining about. So you kind of have this bizarre circular blaming ads rotation going where each ad says that the other slot games are the real liars, all while being games owned by the same company the whole time. This company sure does go through a lot of bosses. I hope the board members are doing okay. For crap's sake, they just use the same ad for their various apps, lazily voicing over the name of the different app to change it.
You have to try Cash Frenzy. You have to try Jackpot World. You have to try Jackpot Crush. It's entirely different from all the other mobile slots.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it sounds so different. Sounds like a real unique experience. I guess who cares though? I suppose it's not too much to worry about when they have monopoly on the competition. The only real competitor I've noticed is a slots app called Lightning Link, and their ad is a little racist.
If only I had one more chili.
Jesus, holy shit.
More chili!
Download Lightning Links now and receive free bonus coins.
Don't you love when a stereotypical Mexican man shows up at your front door offering you a chili pepper that somehow helps your in-game slot spin? A common occurrence in the neighborhood. I think we're all agreeing that this is a bit racist. I bet you old granny here tried to offer him $10 to clean up the lawn after the fact. That's her being racist, not me. Regardless, the bar is set so low that I don't think it's very difficult for Jackpot, Vegas, lots of slots world to compete with ads like this. I kind of want to see the batshit crazy boss burst into this scene right now. They charge in the frame. The boss is swinging their suitcase around. It connects with Granny's face. Why are people calling us assaulters? Well, sir, you did just slam your suitcase across that woman's face. That woman right there, well, she's a fucking liar. I don't know, I'm just spitballing. It seems plausible. That is kind of the branding they're going for, right? These hectic, over-the-top ads with coins going everywhere, sound effects every 2 seconds, all while in a scene that just doesn't make sense. In this Lots of Slots ad, this guy's wife goes to use the restroom while this waitress goes over to ask him if she can have $500 to use in her mobile slots game, giving him the excuse to tell her all about lots of slots and the crazy high jackpots you can win without spending a single penny.
Who still pays to play games? You need to strike lots of slots. No need to spend a single penny.
No need to spend? Can I even hit a jackpot like that?
Don't worry.
How do you find actors for this?
5 minutes.
Of course, Lots of Slots.
There's a
is
prime
my favorite
snap.
game too. That's all strange.
How do you
enough.
audition?
What I
I'd love
don't
to be in one of
understand
these.
is why there's this undertone that she's maybe also trying to sleep with him.
Excuse me? Did your wife go use the restroom?
Yeah.
I know we just met, but can you lend me 500?
When his wife comes back, they freak out as if they just got caught having an affair, when really he just got caught having a weird stranger ask him for money to play mobile games. Look, am I actually upset?
I would
about
love
these
to.
gambling
I'd
slot
audition for this
games?
shit.
Not really. I just think their ads are pretty funny, though there definitely is some harm being done to some very vulnerable people at the behest of games like these. I think a popular misconception is that only children fall for this, but I think you'd be surprised by how many gullible adults can fall victim to this as well. When talking about an app based on the gamification of gambling, it's super easy to trick your dopamine reward system into thinking that you're winning big or accomplishing something even when you know you're not. When the in-app currency of coins that you're earning uses a $sign, I think even if you're aware it's not real, some internal circuits of your brain are firing off with each spin, especially when they keep making up crazier and crazier names for these jackpots.
Big win! Win!
Fuck!
Apocalyptic win? Are you kidding me? Are you really serious with that one? That's simply not a real thing. But because of big graphic displays like this, people will keep playing the game for a bit after they download the app, but a few days later, they'll start to notice, hey wait, I'm not getting apocalyptic wins as much. Is the apocalypse over? I was just getting ready to sharpen my blades. No, what's happening here is the developers have artificially lowered your odds of getting a win,
No, they wouldn't
you'll
do
start
that.
to consider in-game purchases. Again,
Not in Lots of
most of
Slots.
us would put down the game at this point or have never played it to begin with, but there is a subset of people that fall into this cycle of in-game purchases due to this reward circuit manipulation. From some App Store reviews of Jackpot World, if I don't spend $100 a day, I don't win at all. If I try to bet low, I don't win at all. I'm ashamed of how much money I've let these people steal from me. I'm not generally a gambler or someone who throws insane amounts of money after a dumb game, so it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they are using some sort of subliminal messaging or manipulation. I have been playing
that's
this
so
game for 6
fucking
weeks.
sad.
I've spent almost $500 in 6 weeks. Enjoyed it first, but the more I spent, the more I lost, and the odds went down. After 6 months of playing and $2,000 spent,
this is so
non-deleting
sad.
it, it's
Holy
rigged
shit.
to make you pay. I've tested it for the last week. I've refused to buy anything. I get less than 6 spins in a game and it's done. Won a major jackpot once and was awarded a minor instead. Trust me, run, it's rigged. So yeah, even some fully
As you
able
get
to
so jealous
communicate
and there was
grown
some
adults are
Kieran and
getting
Ratman.
scammed by apps like these, and even though there's countless
Bits
negative
Wizard.
reviews, they bought positive reviews, so they end up with an average of like 4.7 stars. Anyways, I can't do shit about it, and it's getting a little bit complainy, so that's the video today, gamblers. Be sure to subscribe, as well as follow me at Gunnar on Instagram for a chance to win 2 million coins.
How they're
And
allowed
guys,
to
go
have
subscribe
money.
to my second channel at Gunnar TV Live. There are videos edited from my streams on Twitch, also at Gunnar TV Live. We're currently top 12 in Ludwig's Creator Contest. You can see how I did that on the second channel. And my next video
Good
submission
shit.
should be streamed live on his channel at 10 p.m. on Thursday, I believe. So go there and support your boy. With all that said, good day.
Images from the Cyberpunk trailer for his NFT game. Heard that was an accident, but yeah, I did hear about it. Apparently it was just supposed to be placeholders for their site that went live. I don't know. Oh yeah, Gunnar posted a new video. I wanted to watch that one. He told me about that. Damn, Gunnar's kind of popping off. Good shit. Yeah, it was about the Logan Paul guy. So the guy who asked Logan Paul for a job, that shit was super goofy. I guess he went on Dr. Phil too. Dr. Phil probably can't even spell YouTube. Why would he care?
This is real. I walked to New York City. Oh my god, the Big Apple. It's crazy. Was that honestly much different than what $sign Empire did? Hey, whatever happened to this guy? This fella right here. You know, the guy who went viral on TikTok 6 months
and the recent
ago
Fernando and
Zombie. Jake Paul's fight against Tyron Woodley just to find Logan Paul and beg him for a job. The TikTok got 15 million views, and it basically went something like this. I just quit my job, Logan Paul. Can I have a job, Logan Paul? What are you good at? Oh, I'm not good at anything. Do you have what it takes?
There's a good pitch on it. It was actually a pretty good pitch.
I don't have any friends. Good luck, man. Don't believe me? Fuck it. Here's the full clip.
I quit my job legit. Trying to talk about
trying to get a job. Butter.
I was 7 dances.
Oh, so you really got what it takes.
Yeah, I don't.
Then why would I need a mentor? You have people, friends?
I don't.
Friends? You got friends. You got amigos.
I don't.
Bro, you're a good-looking guy, bro. You have friends, bro. You're fucking lying.
Thanks for the bits, Edgar.
And then cut to him crying in his car about quitting his $100K a year salary job as a welder, and Logan not hiring him on the spot, despite telling him he really, really wanted it.
I just talked to Logan Paul. I make $100,000 a year.
Well, his name is Austin Wallace, and he got clowned by the whole internet for basically being spoiled and looking for a handout, which he was. But Austin appeared to have learned his lesson and swore he wouldn't give up on his dream of becoming an influencer.
I just want to instant gratification. I know, and I should have known it doesn't.
What does his hat say? No fuck. What? What does that mean? Is that like a brand? Oh, is there an S there? No fucks? It looks like a period. I don't think that's an S. No, that doesn't look plural. It looks like a period. No fuck. Full stop.
Doesn't work like that.
Oh, you're right.
Hard work and dedication. 365 days.
Damn.
I'm going to be in LA. I'm living in LA.
His villain origin story is old news, but it's necessary backstory because this week I decided to check in
Universe
on
and Criminal
and see how he was doing.
Or to be an influencer. A few months ago, I started posting
stuff
on social media. Some of the media influencers I like are the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake Paul.
He even says he's bad at it.
Okay, well, there's your first mistake. Taking Xanax before Dr. Phil interview is never a good idea, and your second mistake was idolizing the Paul brothers. It's kind of bizarre the world we live in, where now some current fans of the Paul brothers are fully grown men with fully grown beards. Austin is 23. He's my age, but doesn't act like it, as is the case with any other human who grew up thinking these two were good influences. Austin is the type of guy in high school who would take post-it notes and make what's called a paper wasp to launch it
fuck yeah.
Band, except he would go a step further, and he would put thumbtacks in the post-it note to literally impale people on impact. I realize it's a very specific thing I'm claiming he used to do, but you can't convince me otherwise he didn't do it.
Since the video went viral about meeting Logan Paul, people have been really saying hateful stuff. I'm entitled,
as a
go jump off a building. It's so stupid that you quit your job.
Hold on, you can't just slip one hateful thing in the middle of 3 comments and that makes them all hateful. Calling you spoiled or saying you shouldn't have quit your job is different than telling you to jump off a building. 2 of those are criticisms, and 1 is wishing death upon you. Yeah, it sucks. I'm getting all these hateful comments telling me that I shouldn't expect handouts, that I should literally douse myself in gasoline, light a match, and burn alive. And that might be your looks dumb.
So what did you think was going to happen? You drive up and ask for a job.
I thought maybe I was going to get lucky. Not lucky, but I felt like maybe he was going to say, hey, come on, I'll give you some advice. Let's go talk.
How delusional do you have to be?
I think a big part of Austin's problem is that he just can't use words. And he doesn't really know what he means when he says things. Take what he just said, for instance. I was hoping I was going to get lucky. No, I wasn't. I was hoping I'd get advice, which Logan did give him. No, I was hoping to get an internship, which would have just been getting lucky, right? So you were trying to get lucky, so just stick to that.
I was upset. I didn't feel like I was enough in the situation to arouse him to give me a job.
What are you fucking... What are you saying? What the fuck? What a weird guy. How does someone get so far gone? Like, the delusion is baffling. Still so shameless about the situation, as if only I could have aroused Logan Paul more, I'd have a job right now. He had one more TikTok about it. I think he tried to make merch out of it. Does anyone remember what it's called? It wasn't No Fucks, I don't think. What was his merch called? No one remembers. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Oh, arouse him? What? Oh, like turn him on? Gross. Oh, I mean, it's a valid strategy, but oh my, gross. Kind of changes the whole connotation of the getting lucky thing. Did you want to fuck Logan Paul? Is that what this is all about? Look, I support you, brother. It's just a big curveball, and Jake is clearly hotter. The interview kind of ends with this weird segment where Dr. Phil brings in To Touch an Emu, the guy who made those really viral headphone dances that he wouldn't stop milking the fuck out of. I hate that Justin Bieber song now because of him, and Dr. Phil just kind of makes him do do his dance with him to see if he has what it takes, and he doesn't. Regardless, Dr. Phil didn't really address the problem with us.
He never
If anything,
does.
He's encouraged it by having him on and connecting him to another influencer he can try to finesse exposure from. Now, what do I mean when I say that? Well, let's take a look at Austin's channel and some of his videos. Sneaking into Danny Duncan World Tour. The Island Boys scared me. How I Met Bryce Hall.
Yeah, I want to see that one. What was that? What's his channel? I could probably just type in the Island Boys scared me. Yeah, I want to see that one.
Real. I walked in
That one sounds like a banger.
It's New Year's edition.
Wow, this is really loud. Holy shit. So this guy wants to be the Paul brothers, but without any personality.
Austin quit his lucrative job as a welder to achieve social media fame.
There you go.
This guy's good.
Denali, you guys remember my other vlogs? It broke down. So thank God for freaking Facebook Marketplace. Got this thing for $200. Went back to Will.
Your brother.
Him?
Yeah.
That ain't my brother though. You imbecile.
What is happening?
Well, he would win a fight.
What the fuck is this?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you got COVID?
Don't talk to me, bro. Are you supposed to be another Logan Paul brother?
We could give you good advice because we're not trying to tear you down.
What is going on? What is this? This is like
But we're just trying to tell you, okay,
glitch
look,
dialogue in
be about the
Skyrim.
action. It works, you know what I mean? expand your mindset.
All right, cool.
I'm done with this conversation.
Bro, they are trolling like AF, and I don't need advice from
What the
at all.
fuck
I'll
just
stick with them,
happened?
But I am gonna.
Oh, I was gonna say he had someone film for him? Guess not. That would have thrown out the whole thing he said about having no friends.
Alright, I made it.
He really might not have any friends.
Hours.
Yeah, this is just fucking sad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I actually don't even think the Island Boys thing was like a real scene. I think he just spliced together like a duet on TikTok.
Sneaking into Danny Duncan World Tour. The Island Boys scared me. How I Met Bryce Hall. From the looks of it, it seems like he's still trying to use other influencers to prop up his career, which was the problem with the Logan Paul situation. No one was mad that he was trying to make it in social media. That's cool. It's that he wanted and thought he deserved instant success from somebody else, as evident of him being upset at Logan Paul
I think he earned
after
it.
the fact. I want to be a successful YouTuber. You know what I'm not
The
gonna do
Island
to get
Boys
there?
scared the shit out of him.
Sneak into YouTube HQ and demand Susan Wojcicki to pump up my channel. Because, well, Susan, with no due respect, I think I'm pretty funny. Can you do some shit about that? Let's take a look at this video from Austin. Ask Bryce Hall to box, because I think it will elaborate on what I'm trying to get at.
I was told that Bryce Hall is gonna be in Destin, Florida. Anyway,
So all this guy does is try and put himself in front of
and I decided,
YouTubers.
You know, I like taking opportunity.
and TikTokers.
I do what I can with opportunity. And I'm gonna go see him and try to get a job.
Great. Okay, so no lessons have been learned, and you're going to do the same exact thing you got ridiculed online for by asking Bryce Hall for a job now. I thought you said before that you weren't looking
Thanks, you
for quick
sub-iced.
gratification and that you understand it takes hard work. Why are you still asking other influencers, now even younger than you, for a job?
And I'm not all alone this time. I got my boy, Brandon.
Hey,
AKA
Brandon.
not my friend, just a camera guy.
You got friends, you got
I
amigos.
don't.
Fuck this guy. Fuck my cameraman. We are just business acquaintances. So Austin and his not friend Brandon just kind of show up at Bryce Hall's pop-up tent for his energy drink brand with Josh Richards, where they're doing signatures for their teenage girl fans, where Austin
you said,
definitely fits in at.
Aunt
Once
Juan?
again, like the Jake Paul fight, he's not invited, and this time he's not even a fan of them, just walking right up to them with a camera in their face, asking for a job. Yeah, you know what's actually the best
No
way to make
fucking
sure
way.
no one
Let's
ever
go.
gives you a job? Filming yourself asking, yo, Bryce, yo, over here, yo, can I get a job? Like, I know, like, you're busy doing stuff, but, like, I could really use a job. Are you getting aroused yet?
I went on the Logan and asked for a job. That is But can I have a job? I can do any stuff. You live here? No, I just moved back with my parents. They're my bros.
This is going very well.
I mean, let's sell you can sell it. Yeah. You can sell one of these bitches. No, I'm not gonna sell it. I'm not a fanboy. I know, but you can sell it. Yeah, you're right.
Austin, why say I'm not your fanboy? Bryce was actually being pretty nice to you, and then you just dropped that line for no reason. You would think if all you do is trying to get things from people, you'd be better at it.
You should, like, at least
You should
pretend.
be nice to the person you're begging for a job from. Bryce, I'm not your fanboy. I don't like you. Give me a job. You know what I hate about this situation is that they can't go anywhere.
Austin is such a suave
so they kind of just have to stay there and try to get rid of Austin. So they awkwardly sign his cans, and Bryce says to Austin what I guarantee he thought was a throwaway line to make him leave.
Yeah, I want to come out to LA, for real. Well, if you come to LA, you can definitely collab with us. Thanks for going.
Well, that just changed his whole life. That actually changed his whole life.
And your much younger cousin
One
comes up to
sentence.
you and says, hey, can we play Minecraft? And you say, no, sorry, buddy, like not right now. And they say, okay, bet. When? And you gotta say, oh, I don't know, like maybe like an hour, just to try to shake him off. And exactly an hour later, that kid spawns at your door like a demon saying, we are playing. Like my 12-year-old cousin, Austin hung on to those words. We can definitely collab. And he gets his number from an anonymous source and then texts him, gets no answer, and then tries to FaceTime him, no answer.
God, that's so fucking creepy.
He just shows up at his house.
My hope was literally belittling, so I decided to go.
That's not how that
Bryce
word
Hall's
works,
house.
but
And
whatever.
I absolutely do not encourage anyone to do this. Never go up to a YouTuber's house. But I was literally thinking I had no other choice. As I was sitting there in front of his house, I decided that this is definitely not the right way to go.
Oh,
about
nice,
this.
nice.
Thank God you realized that, because that's fucking scary.
Thanks, Teresa.
3 months
Poseidon,
ago, Bryce
score,
said,
Spain, and laced.
psychotic behavior. And I love that message. I don't encourage this. Nobody do this. But I'm gonna do this. That's one way to avoid criticism. Look, guys, I do not condone doing drugs. Nobody should do drugs. But I'm gonna do a lot of ketamine this weekend. Now again, thankfully, Austin backed out and didn't actually go up to his door. But apparently, this isn't even the first time he's done this. Rewind back to after the Logan Paul incident. Austin flew to Puerto Rico to film a comeback video, sort of like a Rocky parody thing. Do you know who also happens to live in Puerto Rico? Logan Paul. Now here's a video of the guy who was filming that parody for Austin. And
this is super sad, honestly.
Austin actually didn't get any sleep from last night when he flew over, so he's going on 2 days without sleep. So he says he's going to go for a walk and clear his head. Give him a call. Turns out he's been sitting outside of Logan Paul's house for who knows how long. And he's telling me he's going to go up and ring Logan Paul's door right now.
Are we starting to see a pattern here? A really creepy stalker-ish pattern? This isn't Austin filming for a YouTube video anymore. It's harassment. To be fair, I don't know if this guy's telling the truth, actually. In the Danny Duncan video on Austin's channel, he sneaks into Danny's live event to ask him to collab. Because, yeah, showing up to Bryce Hall's house uninvited.
Why?
Beta move. Better yet, sneak into someone's private event without paying to ask them if they want to work together. That's how you start a business relationship founded on trust.
I don't want to collab.
My point is that Austin is infatuated with using famous
no
people
false
to
hope
make
there.
himself famous by crossing so many boundaries. I don't think he's a bad dude, but I think he's extremely confused on the right way to go about things. So
That's
what's got him
illegal.
thinking
It is.
that? Well,
It
look
is.
no
It's called
further
stalking.
than Inspiration, Eric.
Why is it so hard to be a creator in 2021? Who do we know who made it in 2020? Eric Decker, aka Eric. How am I gonna become the biggest YouTuber? Eric popped in my head.
I'm sure a lot of you might have heard of him
Thanks, you said
before. He
Aiden
went
and
from
Potato.
0 to 1 million subscribers in 1 year. And a huge part of that growth was a series he did with Logan Paul that started out basically doing the same exact thing Austin did.
So the idea is to fly all the way to Miami, somehow obtaining an all-access pass, then using that all-access pass to hand deliver my resume to Logan Paul.
And he did just that.
No
He started to the
fucking way.
fight. He asked
What?
Logan Paul for a job. Logan said no. And then he went to his house to try to film more content, which Logan actually got upset at.
You going to dance parties tonight?
I think you're charismatic. I have a general rule of thumb, and that's gonna come to my fucking house.
Understood.
Lightly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you guys to leave.
Easy.
Now, in the end, it worked out for Eric. He had a very popular series where he bought these expensive couches from Logan Paul, which made for good content, and the clout sharking, despite its initial hiccups, was ultimately a success. Is there
Holy
a difference
shit.
between what Eric did and what Austin is doing when he told us that he is explicitly taking inspiration from...
So I'm assuming that Eric guy does more than show up to Logan Paul's house, right? That's not what got him big. I'm unfamiliar with Eric. Let's trace it back. We'll be like an epidemiologist here plotting the course. So it looks like it didn't start with the Logan Paul thing. So when did he do that? Okay, so it looks like he did this unsuccessfully, but it was a viral video. He milked it for all those titties could produce. And that must have given... Oh, he's still milking it. I bought Logan Paul's couch. Okay. Paul's again. Okay. So that was the strat. And it worked. I mean, hey, congrats. Did him and Logan Paul become friends or something at some point? Or is this just clickbait? Maybe some bot views as well? Yeah. I imagine most of these startup channels, like someone going 0 to a million in a year, also buy bots. Because clearly Arax is a pretty wealthy individual. Like, even before the YouTube success, they seem to have a pretty good handle on money. So they probably at least bought something. Doesn't YouTube notice that? Probably. But I'm sure there's ways around it. That's how Travis Scott got his start. He botted his SoundCloud and then leveraged it with a record company. That was confirmed by his manager, who was the one that botted it for him after being paid for it. So there's definitely ways around the system. And it looks like it really worked well for this guy. And he did exactly what Austin did. That's fucking crazy.
The couch buying series made more sense because he bought the couches and had a reason to show up at his house. While it sucks to say, I think the only difference is whether you come off likable and confident to the person instead of creepy, which Austin is definitely failing at. I would like to say that Airrack is the exception and not the rule, because how bad would it be to start a meta where young content creators think that they need to sneak into private events and stalk other influencers for content? My advice to Austin, who will probably watch this, is just make your own content for now. You're not anybody yet, people do not know you, and you should not be trying to make content that relies on somebody else who is an unwilling participant, because it's needy, it's annoying, and in some cases, it's illegal. Austin, I really do wish you the best. You seem passionate, and I hope you stay positive, so please take my criticisms and jokes in stride, but also hear them out. Wanting to be famous?
I have advice for Austin as well if you're in the chat. Stop. Just stop. People spend their whole lives dedicated to striving for one thing that they're just not good at. You are not built for, like, influencer shit. I hate that fucking word, but it's what he keeps labeling it as. It's not for you, man. So stop wasting your time and being a burden and nuisance to everyone that you try and, like, rope into it. You need to find what you're good at, and it's not TikTok and videos and shit. Not saying it just to be mean, it's just genuine advice. There are people that will spend their whole lives in a field that they are just not good at. I've seen it all the time with, like, art, writing. Like people will literally live this and be trash at it forever. You just need to find what you're actually good at. Yeah, stalking. Like, you seem to be pretty efficient at stalking and tracking down celebrities. Why not open, like, a private eye business where you solve, like, domestic cases or something? I don't know. So if a husband's cheating on a wife. That could be more up your alley. Paparazzi should be illegal. I would never tell someone to try and be a paparazzi. That should actually be a crime. Paparazzi is just organized stalking.
Nonetheless. Anyways, be sure to subscribe as well as follow me on Instagram.
Good shit, Gunnar.
If you want to track my geolocation, and check out my Patreon if you want
another banger.
Nice, man. Relationship with yours truly. With that said, good day. Oh, yeah. Can one of you pussies give me a job?
Thanks to the resub, guitar guy. Hey Gunnar, good shit, man. No, I haven't watched Donkey's Elden Ring review yet. I plan on it, but I'd like to reach out first, make sure he's okay with it on stream, and if not, I'll just watch it on my own. I usually watch Donkey on my own anyway. Thanks a Prime Harry. Whoa, from Degenerate Gambler. Oh, I see. Okay, this is getting a little sad. I'll say not really, but what I can do with it makes me happy. Like, being able to pay Moist Esports players and, like, support them, and also be able to, like, cheer them on, that makes me happy. Or, like, paying to make the God Slap comic and, you know, paying the artist and all that. I like that. So being able to make those bigger things makes me happy, and for that it requires money. Thanks to Give Sub Coco, but it's not the money itself. So yesterday we went to a blacksmith. We were doing a little Forged in Fire competition of our own, and I got remarkably unlucky. So during the actual forging part, when you're hitting it with the hammer to actually, like, work harden the blade, I must have hit it too hard, and it shot scales, which are molten pieces of the metal. And typically when that happens, the scales will, like, bounce off you. Like, it'll hurt and it'll bounce off you. But I got so unlucky that a couple scales landed on my hand, and they were still like 2,000 degrees because the forge gets up to like 2,400, so by the time they shot up, they were cooling down. So they're like 2,000 degrees, and they landed on my hand. And I couldn't get them off because they were so hot, they stuck to my hand. I had to just sit there and painfully wait for them to cool down enough for me to flick them off. So obviously, since they were that hot and stayed on for that long, I really fucked up my hand from it. So I can't really, like, play games or anything right now. It's better today, though. And then I had to go get a tetanus shot this morning. It is better today, though. This morning, they were pretty fucked up. What were you making? I won't spoil... It's for a video. I won't spoil what we made. My blade came out pretty decent, all things considered. Everyone's did, really. It was a lot of fun. But that made me very upset. I just got very unlucky. You can't see anything. I just have them in band-aids now. Didn't Caleb make a kunai? Man, what the fuck? Was Caleb posting about it or something? Yeah, Caleb made a really nice kunai. He was the only one that made something small, though. All the other ones we made were, like, big. You weren't wearing heat-proof gloves? You wore it, so the technique was non-dominant hand goes in a heat-proof glove in order to hold it steady, but you wanted to keep your dominant hand ungloved so that way you had, like, better grip on the hammer or something? I don't remember now. But yeah, you only were wearing one heat glove. So with the other one, it was just open, and it's uncommon for the scales to stick. They say it happened to the ones destined to forge a holy sword. My blade is nice. My sword came out beautiful. Thanks to Resub Wolf, Demon, and Sodius. I modeled it after an Elden Ring blade, a beloved one. How do you get a sword done? You'll have to wait for the video, but it was a lot easier than I expected. Up until fucking second degree burned my flesh. But like all the way up until then, it was much simpler than I thought it would have been. It was a lot of angle grinding and then a lot of just like brute force. In fact, it was mostly angle grinding. It was almost a real fucking like tragedy. So when the shit got on my hand, it was like burning really hot, like almost immediately. So instinct took over and I immediately like bent down to try and get this shit off my hand. But I bent down kind of forward where the blade still was, which was still 2,000 degrees. And I almost fucking like headbutt the blade on my way down. It was a catastrophic failure, as Forged in Fire would say. It was close. Things went tits up in a hurry. I need to try this. Yeah, it was just like a blacksmithing class. I guess there's like local armorers that just have open classes. And it was really fun. Elden Ring live action. Yeah, I think this is a fan-made thing. I'm really not sure. Oh, speaking of live action, Halo starts tomorrow, baby. Episode 1 drops. That's so exciting. Yeah, it looks like most people didn't see this go up. I didn't see this either. We can check it out. Like I said, I think it's just like a fan-made thing for IGN. It's a commercial using a human. Oh. Let's check out this live action. So I was under the impression this was like kind of like Halo Landfall, but this is apparently just an ad. I'll still check it out anyway.
Seek the Elden Ring.
This is cute. It is just an ad though. I'm literally just watching an ad.
Arrogance has failed you. The quest for the Elden Ring will be no different.
Why can't I go? Oh, because I made it a new tab. It wasn't live action at all. Yeah, it was just like a human being introducing Elden Ring. A little misleading. You seen the Jelly Bean drama? Yeah. I keep up with like most of the commentary channels across the platform just to see what's going on. The Jelly Bean drama seems so fucking goofy. It seems like people didn't like her because they found her cringe. So then they just like annihilated her. She's like 16 or something. It's fucking weird. I didn't get it. Maybe there was more to it, but from what I skimmed, it just really seemed highly unnecessary because it's a kid making kids content and a bunch of adults fucking blasted her for it. Yeah, she got doxxed, harassed, threatened, all kinds of crazy shit, all because they just didn't like the cringe of a child. Yeah, it's beyond petty. It's fucking pathetic. It's more cringe that grown adult... Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Green.
I just said thank you 50,000 times. Don't believe me? Why don't you play that back at 0.00001 speed? Thank you truly, though, for 50k subs. It's pretty awesome.
That's big. Congrats, Gunnar.
Against the entire population of Atlantic City, New Jersey. They had that one coming. But content houses, the lucrative business model of the 21st century that promises aspiring teenage influencers fame and success with just one trade-off. You have to live in a giant fucking mansion and make TikToks. At least that's what it looks like on the surface. Silly spoiled children and your silly spoiled dreams. However, this shady business goes deeper than one might expect, with the same industry players causing problems time and time again for everyone involved, often ending in a house's ultimate demise. Today we're answering the question, why do all content houses fail? Or at least most of them. I wasn't going to get your attention by titling the video, why do 98% of content houses
fail? They all fail, though. I can't think of any that
back off. Just, not off the video. Keep watching.
In the world of social media.
I'm going to speculate before Gunnar gives us this scientific explanation. I think the reason the content houses fail is because the influencers living there eventually just get tired of being around each other and move out, and it fizzles out. A slow bleed. The Sidemen survived? Yeah, true. Okay, fair. But that's more of like a content group, not just like a central content house, I would argue. I'd say Sidemen transcend just a house. Same with OTK. Again, OTK is more than just a house. They're like a full group. Like, I wouldn't ever say those are content houses. They're just content teams. When I think of content house, I think of like Hype House, Team... Was it Team 7? Or was that the group that made Worms? What was Jake Paul's group called? Team what? Team what? Team 10. Yeah. Team 10. Cloud House. What was that really fucking stinky TikTok one that wasn't the Hype House? It was the other one. That was like the Bryce Hall group or some shit. What were they? They had like a whole reality show. Sway? Was it Sway House? I don't remember. But yeah, I think the reason all that shit fails is just egos clashing and they eventually just get tired of being around each other.
Say I'm an asshole. Basically are saying take it until, a tragedy happens, which is going to happen here.
Well, that guy was wrong. Still no tragedies. Except for the fact that they still exist, I guess.
A little trailer action? I've never done that one before. I'm personally fired up. And me right now, I haven't even made the video yet. I hope future Gunnar delivers on that shit.
Fucking try, man.
The idea of content houses is nothing new. Just look at Team 10, Hype House, Sway House, Clubhouse. The Sway House, unfortunately, launched and still tries to sell Sway pre-workout products as if the house is still running. Boys, I hate to break it to you, but I don't think people are going to buy from a brand that's based on you guys living together when you guys don't live together. Also, your fan base are little girls.
They're definitely still buying
energy bars. Sheesh. With that said, let's meet Tyler Pauly.
Tyler, thank you for coming today. It's an honor to have you. Oh my God! Who put that there? How did that? I'm so sorry.
I don't see anyone else here.
It wasn't me. That's really embarrassing. I hope we can get...
Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed.
He looks like Machine Gun Kelly.
We'll move forward.
But like,
little bump in the road.
You were one of the founding members.
The parties, the trash, the neighbors. I left before that. Way before that.
Also, real quick, question in the chat. I noticed this tattoo on a bunch of dudes these days. I actually think it's a pretty cool tattoo, but what does it mean? Why do so many dudes get this forearm tattoo that's just like a dark tree? What is it? Where did that come from? I first started noticing it like 5 years ago, and it's still getting just more and more popular. Cock veins, I guess? Veiny cock vein. Well, like, so it started because of cock veins? That's how it got popular? I mean, I know it's a tree and shit. Like, I'm not confused at what I'm looking at. I'm just wondering, like, why? Who made it popular? But it does look fine. Like, I actually think it's a cool design. I was just wondering.
My household raised me differently from others' households. So it's like, it's a huge equation for disaster because it's just a bunch of us young, reckless kids living in a nice house, doing all this cool shit.
You made it to LA, kid. Cool. This is your moment. It's time to shine. Let's ruin the neighbor's day.
Jeff and his wife live directly next door and say night and day they're dealing with large gatherings, loud pool parties, and non-permitted film shoots. Cars constantly speed up and down outside their home. And their Nest Cam captures the parties spilling into the street, partygoers drinking, getting intimate, and even defecating.
The girl who squats in the street starts to pee, so that's always good.
Well, that's not defecating, that's urinating. What kind of fucking clickbait is this? The news lady said defecating. That means fucking shitting, not tinkling. I hate false advertising. Unbelievable.
As
Amber
if he's
Heard
never
showed up.
before.
True. Dropped a little
I'm
Amber
cool.
turd.
I used to
to literally 7:38 in the morning.
This could have all been
Marcia
avoided if
Scully
they
has
just
lived on the
invited
street
that
for
guy.
50 years. And
Seems
said
like he
now
wanted to
every
go.
morning she finds used condoms outside her house.
Okay, even my empathetic party self is feeling pretty bad for the neighbors at this point. 9 consecutive nights of partying? Even people that went to both weekends of Coachella are wincing at that. But once again, you
That's a
understand the
lot. That's
culture
like
of the
biblical.
content
Like
house
40
is to get
days,
as
40
many
nights of rain.
collaborative TikToks and videos as
But with
possible. So it only
partying.
makes sense that the new
I got bit by rats from their place and had to go home early to Seattle because I was gonna get rat bite fever.
Of course, the house tried to deny these claims for PR sake, but it didn't help when one Drip Crib member uploaded a TikTok with a dead rat visible in the pool behind it.
When we visited the house, one of the young men seen
Fuck
in the videos
yeah.
came out at one point.
Hey, stunt
and when
rat.
asked about the parties,
It
said
was
there
acting.
had been none, and that, quote, we're just kids.
And I think that statement kind of says it all. They're just kids. They're really, really stupid, them. And then you also have the influencers and the content house manager that represents them. For the Hype House, this is Thomas Petro. For the
Hey,
Clubhouse,
Thomas.
this was Daisy Keach. And for
Hey,
the Drip
Daisy.
Crib, this was a guy named Devion Young. The sole
Hey, Devion.
biggest thing that can bring down a content house is having the wrong person in this position. And oh boy, is Devion Young a case study on being a bad pick.
We have a whole bunch of Karens and racist neighbors. They have threatened us with violence, which is on, online. The videos are out there. They threatened to
Can I
kill us,
see
they
one?
made racist comments. They verbally assaulted us and they physically assaulted us. They've even sprayed water from a water hose at us. So you guys need to do your homework before you guys believe stuff that random people say on the internet.
Right, okay, so interesting
So we'll
strategy here.
take
Don't
his
take
word for it.
accountability.
A random
Instead,
person on the
flip
internet.
it and blame the neighbors for being mad at you about the continuous parties and actually claim that they physically assaulted you. You know how I can tell he's lying and his neighbors didn't actually assault him is that, remember, this is what they looked like. They're all over 70. If grandpa and grandma here were to attack you, you could end their life with a single karate chop. They even
You don't know that. Hold on a second. Let's not be selling Jeff Oken short here. That guy looks like he's seen the birth of the universe. This guy's been around the block. That man could throw some lunchbox hands, no doubt in my goddamn mind. He actually reminds me of my neighbor back when I was a kid. When I was a child, my parents had these neighbors that were fucking crazy. They always dressed in pure white, and they'd go outside in like a white mask and everything to get their mail in the mailbox, and they would only ever leave their house via taxi in the early mornings and come back at the late nights. But it was fucking cool. They looked pretty much like that guy. So that's pretty, it might even be this guy, so that's pretty nostalgic. KKK. No, it wasn't like white hoods. Like, when I say mask, I mean like a half mask, like what people wore, like still wear out in public. That's what they would wear over their face, like for dust or something, because they'd sweep their driveway really often. Yeah, they're fucking wild. That's a cult. It might have been part of a cult, I couldn't tell you, but it looked pretty much just like that.
Sometimes they spray us with water.
Oh, okay. So they hosed you down with the nozzle set to light sun shower drizzle mode. Not exactly the high pressure crowd control hose I was envisioning, but okay. But yeah, no,
It's
just
pretty
call
much
them
the same,
racist
to be
and
honest.
don't show any video proof. But say the videos are definitely out there somewhere online. You know, you can do the research, you can find it. Despite Jeff here seeming quite reasonable.
And we're for them. We want them to get sponsors and make gazillions of dollars, but we're not for them doing it at everybody's expense.
So who is Devion?
What a nice
What's his
guy.
background and age? Outside of that, from what Tyler tells me, Devion was a management nightmare for the house from the very beginning.
You had mentioned before that the house was supposed to be ready at a certain date, and it just wasn't, right?
Yeah, so he was like, you need to be here by this date for the house. Me and my best friend drove in a Honda Civic, like a two-door Honda Civic, with a 5x8 U-Haul behind us, with both of our bedrooms packed into it. Across the country, last minute notice to make this happen, to be there by this date. We get there and he's like, yeah, the house isn't gonna be ready for like another month. So he slaps us in Studio City, 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 5 of us in there. And then we all shared this bathroom for an entire month.
It's never a great
Jesus
sign to be
Christ.
having major house.
And it basically stated like, you're gonna pay $2K a month to be a part of this house, and that covers your rent, and within all of that, it's gonna cover PR services, it's gonna cover
What?
brand deals. Like, it was just supposed to be like an all-inclusive payment for
What do you need as a TikToker for a PR service? On TikTok, you don't even have to like apologize. You just keep posting shit and people will just forget. That's like the least important position imaginable, I think. Damn, these guys just got hosed. Devion was squeezing them.
Your big butt hurt.
Hear that out loud again. They all already spent $2,000 on the assumption that they were going to be getting their own rooms just to show up, have Devion take the master suite, and put the rest of them in shared rooms and closets. This is a good first example of how managers try to lock influencers into contracts with no promise of delivery.
What was the delivery on the brand deals?
Nothing.
Hey, so you weren't happy? What?
I didn't make $1 from him.
Man, what the fuck?
$8,000 or so that I sent to him for rent, down the drain. I kind of cracked down on Devion and I had a conversation with him and I was like, yo, like if you can't do a simple like task of bringing me a couple $100s worth of a brand deal in this month, I was like, I'm not going to be able to pay you rent for next month. And he literally looks at me, eye contact, he's like, I don't know what to tell you. And I was like, all right.
So put yourself in Tyler's Gucci flip-flops for a second. You rushed out to LA just to share a...
Damn. So people will literally just give money to a complete stranger like that under the pretense that they're gonna get clout? Because Devion doesn't even have like a strong following based on the pictures Gunnar pulled up. Man just like said, hey, give me $2,000 a month and I'll bring you fucking Heelys laser beams from your eyes and you'll work with Coca-Cola. And then he just buys a mansion with it to live in for himself. Kids do. Yeah, I guess that's just like the TikTok crowd. So he was getting $2,000 a month from all 5 of them. That's not pennies.
Tyler firmly believes that Devion put the whole house together in the first place to have them help promote his music career and other
Did it work?
And not so much caring about the brand deals. Which, by the way, is totally okay. Just don't make them all sign contracts promising to be anything more than a roommate that just happens to be responsible for collecting rent. However,
let's see. Did that strategy work? So he got some money, but did he suckle from the coveted titty of clout? What was his name? Big Mansion album release party in LA. Swipe for more info. Just dropped my debut major EP prelude to my album. It's got 100,000 streams in 12 hours. Link in the bio. Okay. I'm assuming it's on like his website, iamdevion.com. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so we'll go to iamdevion. His biggest song has 500k streams. That's pretty good. It's Ice Gang. So the scamming, I guess, helped? I don't know, man. He has 8,000 monthly listeners. That's pretty good. I guess. He scammed a bunch of young TikTokers and got 8,000 listeners. Play it? No, I don't want to play it. This is the kind of guy that would absolutely try and get like DMCA out here.
Now, a talent agency is the head honcho. They basically manage the connections between the influencers and the brands they work with. Basically what Devion said he was going to do for the Drip Crib members. Typically, they work on an individual level with a client, but these content houses were an opportunity that simply couldn't be ignored. What if I could get all of these idiots signed underneath my agency collectively? This idea brought many new opportunistic faces to the table. Take Amir Ben Yohanan, for instance, the 48-year-old man who owned the media group behind the Clubhouse, whose apparently only known picture on the internet is this photo. The fuck? To quote Amir, he thought of TikTok as kids messing around and looked down on it. But
how did he secure all of those big TikTokers?
His children were with the world, he decided he wanted to cash in
on
what
kids,
he saw
come
as
sign
a
with me.
modern-day gold rush.
Swear to God,
he
I'm
would
not
later
Dan
have allegations made against. One member claimed in response to telling him that they felt overworked, he said, "You guys are probably on your period," which is so bad. Imagine you send your 15-year-old daughter out to LA to make it big, and suddenly she's being yelled at by a 48-year-old man named Amir Ben Yohanan. Again, only picture of him that exists on the internet for not making enough content. Fake. And actually, her being upset is because she has a vagina. Look, honey, we got a schedule to stay on top of, okay? You're not overworked or overstressed. You're probably just on your menstrual cycle.
Thanks, Recep Aman.
But the content cycle stops for nobody. Now make me some goddamn TikToks. I want to start a new internet trend called the Amir Challenge, where if you unjustly upset a woman this week, I want you to look her into the eyes and say, did I really do something wrong, or is it just that time of the month again? And it should, I think, go over really well for you every time, I think. Now, while
probably pretty effective
is
strategy,
typically
honestly.
in the business of Brittany Broski, who went mega viral for her kombucha tasting TikTok, was approached by Ari, allegedly DMing her, "Have you made any money?" I'll translate to malicious talent agency language. That means, how much of that shit can I take? Brittany ended up signing a contract with Ariana, and 9 months later realized that she wasn't getting paid from any of her brand deals. She would go on to say that Ari was withholding some $23,000 in fees, and that she was even squatting on her domain, BrittanyBroski.com.
What a good
one
name.
of the housemates.
Virtual squatting. Yeah, they're it's a very common thing. People snatch up domains just so that way, like, when a company or business might need it, they have to pay that person for it. So it's been around since the beginning of the .coms. Thanks to give some paleo. Someone squatted on the Moist Esports Twitter not long ago, if you guys remember that, and then tried to get a lot of money out of me for it, but I just didn't care enough, so I just said I'll just make a different one. And then he eventually just said, fuck, fine, sorry, I just wanted money. I'm a college student. I was like, that's fine, bro, here's $100. So now we have the official Moist Esports one.
When the house ended, the girls did this to the walls on their way out, which...
Let me take a peek. Oh, that definitely violates their NDA. That was probably like rule number 1 of the NDA. You can't say anything mean about Ari. Come on now. And who is this? That's not Ari. She doesn't look like that. Grow up.
Now, Ariana Jacob blames this article for the fall of her business and losing all 85 of her clients. She denies damn near every claim made in the article, going as far as to sue the New York Times for $6.2 million.
Damn, she sounds miserable.
Lawsuit. Your Honor, people are only upset at me because I'm a visionary. And they're probably all in their periods anyway. Amir chimed in. Ariana Jacob's Instagram bio now reads, kindness and empathy are number 1. Cancel culture sucks? Rise above it. Ariana, you lost all 85 of your clients. Do you think maybe the problem might be internal? That no one stuck with you or spoke up against this article's publication? But no, just ignore that. Maybe Tucker Carlson can help you win that fight against those liberal cucks at the New York Times while you figure that one out.
She did have a lot of kindness to distribute.
So why do all content houses fail? Well, it simply comes down to poor picks of management at the house and agency level. Look, I contemplated putting a big section together with my prescriptions on the different content house models and how a manager could optimally put a house together, making it proper.
Real quick, is Tucker Carlson the guy that just made that video about dudes' testicles being tanned, making you more of a man? But it just ended up basically being porn? It is? That was him? Nice. That was fake? Was it fake? I don't know a whole lot about it. It may very well have been fake. But I saw like the trailer for it. They just had like a bunch of naked dudes tanning their nuts. There was one where I'm pretty sure the guy's legs were like over his head with his nuts towards the sun or something. It was crazy. It was real? I don't know. Again, I don't know too much about it. I just saw the like little clips.
Here's Tyler's advice on if you're looking to join a startup house.
If you get the opportunity, personally, this opportunity put me in a position to where I'm at now that I'm like very grateful for. So like, you know, don't be afraid to take the risk, but at the same time, know what you're getting yourself into, know who you're working with, realistically.
Well, Tyler, it was great to have you. Thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it. I do have one more thing for you. I need you to sign this NDA. It's just your standard NDA.
What? There's nothing crazy?
Just, you know, that we can use your image and likeness.
You
can never talk shit about me legally.
Okay.
That a man named Esteban from Mexico City can also legally snap your kneecaps if you say my name even once. Sign right there. Yep, great. That's perfect.
Hollywood, baby.
No, we'll just photocopy it.
It looks like a pretty hefty NDA. I mean, I don't really have time to look through this shit anyways.
No, yeah, of course. Influencers don't.
Huge shout out to Tyler Pauly for helping out with this video.
That was nice of him to do that, though, for sure.
That he didn't have to, so please go show him some support at Tyler Pauly on Instagram. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Once again, for the full, much longer interview with Tyler, it'll be posted to my Patreon for all member tiers to watch. At the time of this video's release, if it's not up now, it will be very shortly. Subscribe and follow me at Gunnar Klein on Instagram to apply to join my content house called The Gunnar House. And no, I'm not open to changing the name.
Another banger. Good shit, Gunnar. Are delusional. Is this toss or is it fine? Thanks, Risa. Big pimpin'. We're good? Okay.
OnlyFans. Hey, who the hell are you? I'm leaving. I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm going. Gross. Goddamn squatters. OnlyFans, a platform where creators and celebrities can sell exclusive content to their fans for a simple monthly fee.
Goddamn right.
Content might range from the innocuous swimsuit pic all the way to incredibly specific pornographic videos involving human feet. I'm sure many would regard as
dirty feet girl. Let's go. Yeah, all right. The immediate shout out. Dirty Feet Girl's got some dirty ass feet. Those stompers stay dirty. When we were doing, when Matt and I were doing a donating to OnlyFans creators thing, we saw Dirty Feet Girl. We saw Granny Fucks a lot. We saw Brickman Fucks or something, which was like a Lego porn thing Or what we thought was supposed to be Lego porn. Yeah, fuck yeah, alright. So Gunnar's deep. He's in the know.
I've seen those videos. Whoever you're following or whatever you're looking for on OnlyFans, it's almost always the case to be somewhat sexual in nature, which is why it was very strange when the company made the decision to ban all sexual content on the platform this time last year. A policy reversed in only 6 days after everyone universally said, "You sure about that?" But today, OnlyFans is thriving, with stats showing users spending some $4.8 billion on the site in the last year alone. And of course, in any profitable marketplace selling an honest product or service, there will always be 20-something-year-old dude bros looking to make money off of it without all that gross icky work stuff. Enter the douchiest OnlyFans pimps on this side of the Miami River. Closer Look Agency.
Huff, you dropped out of college with your best friend and became millionaires
Wow.
by 22. Course coming soon.
Hype. Congrats,
These
guys.
two super cool guys are named Spencer McManus and Grant Ganley, and they co-own an OnlyFans.
You can't look hard when your last name is McMananus. Idiot. Fucking anus in his last name. Cringe. Fucking change your name. Then I'll take you seriously. Co-owner of the Alpha House. More like co-owner of the Anus House. Oh, you fucking cringe lord. Stupid last name.
Agency together that takes a cut from OnlyFans creators in exchange for growing their accounts. And may I just point out what Alpha Chad last names these two have? McManus and Ganley. No fake middle names needed here, Jeremiah Bowl Evans. These two have built-in natural warrior title names that kind of make me want to change my own to something cooler. Like Gunnar Gargantuan. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it. Anyways, Spencer and Grant make a lot of money stealing from women on OnlyFans. I'm sorry, I meant managing women on OnlyFans. Now, I can't see their financials, so I can't say for sure if they're millionaires or not.
They're not.
But boy, do they like to tell us they are, with constant flexing on their socials. Often showing their table at the club, their fancy sports cars, or for some reason, their money counting machine. Don't know why you need that.
That's awesome.
Isn't your entire business online? Why is there cash involved? You know you're not...
They're trust fund kids. I'll spoil the surprise. I'll ruin Christmas. They're trust fund kids. Where's the supercars? The fuck? Where'd they go?
Flexing on their socials. Often showing their table at the club, their fan...
There it is. This is a tell. They're trust fund kids. 100%. Thanks to the resub chicken in the prime Oakley and Loop. They definitely do steal money from women on OnlyFans that they manage. I have no doubt about that. But the bulk of their cash comes from mommy and daddy.
Fancy sports cars, or for some reason their money counting machine. Don't know why you need that. Isn't your entire business online? Why is there cash involved? You know you're not actually pimps, right? Oh no, they don't know that. Oh, I see the problem now.
Yo, Spence, why do you have a third phone? People just don't do that. It's simple, really. I'm not fucking people.
Oh shit!
Brrr. Are we in the Baltic? That was the coldest thing I've ever seen.
It's simple, really. I'm not
that was so hard.
Fucking people, all right? Well, I mean, I am fucking people. I do fuck. I'm not fucking people. I'm not those people. I'm not those fucking people. I'm not fucking people. Grant, can we reshoot it? And I love how this girl just comes in the frame like he just spawned her there because of this sick one-liner. Hey,
because it's epic.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right there looks good. So, you know, I'm lucky to see my $100 bill, remind myself how rich I am. And also, my best friend and my best partner, Grant, right there. It looks good, my man. Thank you. Chef, what we got for me today?
Nothing says alpha like hanging a portrait of your best friend on your wall. That's so sensitive. You know, he may be an alpha, but he's still got that, like, nice, heartfelt side to him, you know? Good old boy kind of stuff. Hey... You know, I may be a super rich guy with a giant $100 bill framed, but I know my roots. Here's a beautiful picture of my gorgeous friend Grant.
So today we got some Wagyu. We're gonna make some fire. My man,
appreciate you.
A look into a piece of my day living as a millionaire in Miami. Yep, a supernatural day in the life of a millionaire. Just happened to be caught on camera. This is definitely how millionaires talk and interact with people. Picture hanging guy, because that's a job I can't be bothered to do. That's perfect. Right next to the $100 drop shipped Etsy canvas to remind myself I'm a piece of shit. And this one, because that's my best friend and business partner Grant. I love him in our snuggles. Hey chef, what's cooking? Wagyu? It better only be from those newborn baby cows that suffer greatly. You know that's hard I like it. The flexing doesn't stop there, it's their entire pages, but there's something so funny about the fact that while they seem desperate to portray themselves as tough macho thugs, their entire business at the end of the day is social media growth for OnlyFans girls.
Logan,
something you never actually have to leave your home
Phantom.
to do. Yet they flex in the douchiest way possible as if they're a GTA character running the city. 3 years ago, I had a dream I ran the biggest OnlyFans agency in the world. Okay. Did you achieve it? This B-roll isn't really proof. It's just kind of you on a boat with some girls wasting singles as they're surely going into the water behind you. Something you might have noticed so far about these boys is that
it's also not real money.
Tate fans. Shocking news that no one saw coming. This information has rattled me to my core. Oh, look at them smoking cigars and
oh, that's so hot. Damn, what a... That goes so hard. I want to see that myself, actually, on Instagram, just to leave it a like. What a great photo. Hey, good work, Grant. Let me take a peek. Grant Ganley. How is he not the first person that comes up when you type in Grant? What an injustice. They don't recognize OnlyFans hustlers? Where's that photo at? Man, I gotta be honest though. McAnus has gotta lay off the synthol. He's got bubble muscles. Where's this picture at? Oh my god, he bots his followers. He only has 14 posts and 1.2 million followers. Nah, he bots his own followers. How embarrassing. Eek. Eek. Grant. That's a tell. Here's the photo. It was liked by 18 people. 1.2 million followers, 21 comments, and 18 likes. You hit the big time, Grant. Wow. So hard. Cool. The most comments I saw on any of his 14 posts were 31. 1.2 million followers and 31 comments. Wow, they're doing it. Those are real engaged, not bot followers.
That's so their own personality. We're like Batman and Robin, but we scale OnlyFans creators' pages. So nothing like Batman and Robin. Except there's two of you, I guess. And maybe one of you calls the other daddy from time to time. Here's a POV of Grant pretending he knows how to play chess, because that's something Tate's also good at. And surprise, surprise, you go to their TikTok pages and they're giving the same delusional, ego-driven takes as if Andrew Tate is physically in their tiny little brains, pulling tiny levers around
accurate, large, and give some trust.
Your TikTok about getting money. How easy is it? Well, I mean, for me, life's been pretty fucking easy. I'm 6'3", I'm jacked, I'm obviously good looking, as you guys can see. I'm already at 7 figures and I'm 24. I really haven't been doing this that long.
That's really impressive, McAnus.
I'm not a nerd. I'm not going to sit there at a computer all day. I don't code. I don't do anything. You know, I just look good.
If you don't sit at a computer all day, how do you scale your OnlyFans creators' business? Their entire business is on the computer. What do you do? Besides just take a portion of their money. I also don't think you manage any OnlyFans girls, by the way, McAnus. I really think this is all mommy and daddy's money that you're flexing online to try and give yourself like a persona right now to find a following. You bought followers on Instagram already. So I have a hunch you don't actually have clients, but I can't prove that. Someone else manages that? True. He outsources the management.
For the cameras, I do my thing, I scale businesses, and I work with really pretty women. So, you know, for me, it's really easy. You know, for you guys, the plebs, the plebeians.
The plebeians, right. Yeah, those are words you use often. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing exudes more confidence than incredibly shifty eye contact while you boast about your achievements.
6'3".
He's a little shy. That's all.
Obviously good looking.
Obviously good looking. Calm down, ROTC. What's great is you can really tell he's just being himself here, and I love that for him. That's a joke. This is worse acting than amateur porn. How ironic. Want to be Tate so bad. Who? Nice cover up, Grant. Pretend you don't know who that is. Who? I've never heard of this Tate.
Is it tier 1 truth?
Object.
In the resub
I mean, are you talking about small wrinkly fruit? Do you mean a date? What is a Tate? Sorry, I blacked out for a moment there. I went too deep into character. LMAO, Tate wannabe, and he replies the face palm emoji like, oh, you're so stupid. No. But then go only a month back in his TikToks, and he'll tell you straight up, these EMFs I look up to. Who is that? Did my account get hacked? I do not remember posting this. Or we could take a look at another Spencer McManus TikTok where he outright quotes Tate.
You need to get jacked. Look, before I knew how to make any fucking money, the first thing I did was I got jacked. What did this do? I used to push carts at the supermarket, and I used to work at Moe's Southwest Grill cleaning fucking bathrooms all night like a loser. But physically, I was stronger, bigger, more vascular, and better than my bosses and everybody that I used to fucking work with. So why would I push carts and make minimum wage like a scrub while the guy ahead of me, who was still a scrub, right, but he's a supervisor, made more money than me. Tate says it very well, right? Strong body, strong mind. You psychologically think that you're better than these people, and you think that you deserve to make more money than them, which is true, right?
First off, why is there a stack of cash in front of you? Are we doing
it's
a deal?
Inspirational.
Second,
it's inspirational.
What dumbass will quote Tate for strong body, strong mind? That proverb's been around for centuries. Third, you didn't even extract the right meaning from it and used it as justification to think you're better than people because you can lift heavy bars up and down.
You psychologically think that you're better than
There's some people that just look shit being jacked. I'm one of those people. That's why I'll never go back. But this guy just looks cartoonish. So this one's McAnus. This is the guy that has like the bubble muscles online. It just, he looks bad being jacked. He should just slim down a bit. Go for like more of a lean aesthetic. I think it would match him better. Here he just looks like a little meatball.
and you think that you deserve to make more money than them, which is true.
I think it's pretty obvious that they're bandwagoning off of Tate deliberately. But was the goal to get bullied by someone like me online for attention, or did they actually just become tiny Tates because they can't think for themselves?
Ooh,
Both explanations are
gifts
pretty
subs,
sad
Dong.
and pathetic to
Thank you,
think
Dong.
about, but if your goal was attention, congrats, you got it.
Appreciate
How's
it,
your
Dong.
soul doing? Are you empty inside? With the spotlight on you now, I'll do my best to metaphorically pelt tomatoes at you during your performance because Lord knows you deserve it. So let's take a closer look at Closer Look Agency, their OnlyFans business that he just claimed was super easy for him.
Saw your TikTok about getting money. How easy is it? Well, I mean, for me, life's been pretty fucking easy.
But then post other TikToks that make it seem like it was actually a really hard grind to the top. Everyone sees the final result, but not what it took to get there. Wow. I mean, look at all those books and pictures of your computer with stock graphs. You're really putting those reps in. And
let me see those books real quick. Oh, wow. Understanding Wall Street. Integral to running an OnlyFans scam. Oh my god, yeah, this guy is well read. How I made $2 million in the stock market. Fuck. This guy's a goddamn guru. He's in the mainframe.
pictures of your computer with stock graphs, you're really putting those reps in. And while they'll inevitably make a course charging Nelk Boy fans thousands of dollars to learn the business, I can break down their strategy for free into 3 simple steps. 1. Credibility. 2. Acquisition. 3. Marketing. Welcome to Business 101. I'm your professor, Gunnar Gargantuan. If you expect to make it in this industry, you can't be a nobody. Well, actually you can, but you have to make it look like you're not. I'll let Spencer explain.
I bought a McLaren when I was 21. Why did I do that? Somebody messages me about let's work, let's do business. I look at their profile and they don't have a fucking supercar, or they look like they're not up. Like, I will never respond to that message. And
Good
it's
point.
Just human
Good
psychology.
point.
It's nothing about being disrespectful or...
No, he's right. If someone doesn't have a McLaren, they're quite literally not worth your time. So this guy already told his sob story about how he used to work at Moe's Grill, cleaning the toilets with his face or whatever. And now look at him. Once he stopped associating with people without supercars, look at what he's been able to accomplish. That stack of money, that great fashion, and those bubbly, bloated muscles. Like, anything's possible. You just have to cut the people out of your life that don't own supercars.
Or it's nothing about like not talking to somebody or because they look poor. It has nothing to do with that. But you just got to realize that's the way that the world works.
Okay, step 1, students, and I want you to write this down. After you leave class today, you're immediately going to go out and purchase a supercar. How do you expect anyone to want to do business with you if you're not up? Of course, in actuality, you will be down hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, but we're gonna make that back, okay?
I was able to sign hundreds and hundreds of clients, close hundreds of deals because I had the car as a testimonial, a proof of my worth as an entrepreneur.
Proof of your parents' worth. You came from a very wealthy family. This is a tell. At 21, you bought a McLaren before you even had a business. Where'd that money come from, big guy? That mentality thing behind you doesn't mean shit when you're already just born with a silver spoon. This isn't exactly a step most people can follow because their parents aren't feeding them money for nothing. But congrats on the grind, I guess.
Earn this. I know how to make money.
You gotta spend money to make money. That's just good business. Hold up. Looking back at the flexing now, are they currently successful, or was this just step one of the plan? I had to find out, so I started looking around for clues, and I stumbled upon a lead when I saw this TikTok on Spencer's second page, McManus Wisdom.
I really just bought the penthouse at the age of 23. What do you do?
A simple claim, really, not too much to work with here. Wrong, dead wrong you'd be, as you forgot my old job before Moist Critical gave me my entire YouTube career. Bless up, Charlie, you can name my firstborn. But I was a real estate agent, specifically in Miami, and I recognized this building. I won't dox the man and say the name of it, but here's footage from their website. You can see the two towers with a conjoined bridge, the pool and hot tub layout are the same, and in his other TikTok, where he claims the unit is worth $5 million and strangely refers to himself in the third person, you can see the metro rail running below it just as it does here. So what, Gunnar? You figured out where he lives. Pretty creepy video segment. On the contrary, it's still kind of creepy, but it's important because
it's good
I'm pretty
sleuthing.
Sure the building only does rentals.
Please hold while I try to connect you.
Hi, Julie. This is Gunnar Gargantuan. I had a quick question. I saw someone online say that they bought the penthouse unit in the North Tower for $5 million, but I had a quick question. Are you guys only rentals, or do you guys also sell units? Okay, alright.
No, she's lying. She doesn't even work there. McAnus would never lie to me.
Double check that, I figured. Thank you very much. Alright, have a great day. Bye-bye. Shocked, betrayed, devastated I was. Them telling us to buy supercars and they can't even afford to purchase a penthouse? Fucking plebs.
Yeah, it is kind of pleb.
When you go to manage someone, you need credibility, right? And so that's what school does. You know, you graduate, it gives you the illusion of credibility. So that's what you're going to do to this one.
So the illusion of credibility is what we're after. Got it. Like your accounts being fake verified with artificial views like that? Like, is that...
Hey, I'm glad Gunnar saw that as well. Yeah, it's all bot. It's all bots. They're not actually popular or successful. I can tell you exactly how they're verified because this is a very common thing. What they did, and I'll tell you right now, they bought an inactive verified account. If I check my Instagram message requests, there's going to be 1,000 of these sketchy ass people asking to buy my account. So they buy these accounts that are verified already, and then they just change the name to theirs to fit whatever the fuck they're trying to portray. You see like really shitty, shady crypto businesses do this all the time. That's what they did. So they bought verified accounts. They bought the followers, so they bought it up to followers. Or there's a chance that they bought the account that already had this many followers and just changed it to Grant. Hey, Ken. These are probably me and Klavic in the tier 1 Cole and the resub Skage. It's not too late, Ken. You could maybe sell the Grant.
That? Like, is that what we're talking about? For those of you that don't know, it's actually pretty easy to get verified on TikTok or Instagram if you have about $10,000 burning a hole in your pocket. It used to be you pay for a few fake articles about you online and boom, blue check.
But I don't even need to do that
Instagram
anymore.
Caught on. YouTuber Spencer Cornelia just did a great video about this, but the most recent scheme was to pretend to be a musical artist on Spotify and pay for artificial listens like Spencer and Grant did. Spencer had hit songs such as Savage Society, War With Us, and Internet Money. Classics. I'm personally a bigger fan of Grant's music with his songs GG's,
These are cool.
Mafia, and my favorite, the Pimpin' Ain't Easy remix.
Bangers.
I don't know what they're remixing. I must have missed the original Pimpin' Ain't Easy. Now, they do have to submit real songs to Spotify, but they don't have to be good. Mostly just shitty GarageBand beats they pay someone on Fiverr to make in 5 minutes. Here, I'm going to read Grant's Spotify bio while I play the Pimpin' Ain't Easy remix. Grant Ganley manages to keep churning out one hit after another without fail or fatigue. The musical genius answers that when you truly love and are passionate about what you do, everything else just falls into place by itself. Another another wholly
Damn, Gunner's
fascinating
spitting
quality
fire
about
on this beat
Gunnar
right now.
music is that it's unique yet something that anyone from any walk of life can relate to. His music transcends all boundaries of time, distance, and language, and touches hearts in the remotest corners of the world as people
God, Pimpin' Ain't Easy remix goes so
by their
hard.
haunting depth and beauty. Truly poetic stuff. I almost shed a tear reading that one. So you got the sports car, the penthouse, and now you're verified. What's the next step, Professor? You're gonna need to start reaching out to OnlyFans creators and signing them on
The
your
original was
agency.
better.
Typically,
Yeah,
this is
remix
done through
didn't go
PM
as hard.
outreach and setting up calls, but a little TikTok advertising couldn't hurt.
Thanks
So
for
this is where the
resub,
flexing
Tony
comes into
and
play.
Sean,
Show
the
your
tier 1
future
soda
clients that
cat.
this is the lifestyle you lead and that you know what you're doing. Join the family. Aw, what a precious way of saying we're gonna need to see you naked on camera. Look, people are grown-ups and they can make their own decisions on which businesses they choose to do or not. But it's a bit weird to be specifically searching out women that are currently working 9-to-5 jobs and not the women already on OnlyFans. They also do these fake
Well,
little-
it's not weird. In fact, it makes total sense. Somehow their fucking synthol rotted brains are able to deduce that no OnlyFans creators that are already on the platform are going to sign with them because they don't need to. They don't need these two random nobodies to take a cut of their money for doing nothing. Fucking McAnus said that he doesn't even use computers. So he is not going to do anything to help you grow. So they have to target someone that's not on the platform that they can manipulate and convince that they're going to be useful and valuable to their growth. That's why they don't target OnlyFans creators already. They target normal working women. Thanks to resub Larry, Nuke, and Cactus, and Riku, and Brutal. And Eric's.
sketch advertisements also seemingly aimed at women not already in the business.
Yo, what's up, man? Where you been? I got something for you.
No way, what's this from?
Your website.
You're lying.
Whoa!
Wait, where you going?
Back to the mall.
Oh shit.
Why did it sound like he finished when she said she was going to the mall?
Back to the mall.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Come on, Spencer, where's the professionalism? Also, for the
He was
who knows how
excited
many
for,
times
that's
I'll ask
good.
this time, why are they getting paid in all cash? In a vacuum-sealed Ziploc bag of cash, mind you.
I bet, and I can't tell from looking at the video here, but I bet if you looked at the money they use in the videos, you'll probably see the notice that it's prop money. I bet they didn't even bother to take out any of Mommy and Daddy's real bills. But I can't tell in the video here. That's just a hunch. Maybe they did tap into Mommy and Daddy's reserves, but I would wager a guess they're using prop money.
Someone investigate their business because it looks like something else is going on here. The caption on this one reads, when she finally joined the agency. Kind of implying that if you join our
charged
agency,
weed in the prime rubber.
I mean join our family, that you could also be making $40K a month. It's so easy.
Hey, excuse me. I like your car. What do you do for a living?
I'm a model.
A model? Model for what?
Close to Look agency.
Oh, snap.
Oh!
I've heard of them before, but what exactly do you do?
I work with them to grow my social media.
Social media? Influencers don't make that much money.
Boy, this I made from last week.
Oh my, how much is that?
40K. I gotta go.
That wasn't 40K.
Okay.
In this one, she just said she made 40K
There's no way.
last week, and fans the cash that she left wide open, by the way, with her window down. Lady, I think you might want to find yourself an actual pimp because that shit's getting stolen. So do their clients actually make that much money? I honestly don't know. They'll show payment receipts ranging from $1,000 to $200,000 a month. Of course, we have no way of
Nah.
actually knowing if those pics are from their own accounts or not, but
It's
with the whole
not.
fake penthouse thing, I'm a little skeptical. I just think it's shitty to advertise and act like anybody can make it in this business when a very small minority of OnlyFans creators make any money at all. But say they entice some woman with this proposition, then she can go to this call form where she can fill in her information, which for some reason asks her to put in her street address, and they can reach out and make the close, I guess. I like this part of the form, which reads, who referred you to Closer Look? And you could choose from a list of dudes' names that looks like the starting lineup of the junior varsity Adirondacks deer hunting club. Except
Fucking true. Yeah, these are these aren't really made real names. These are made up. Quotient? You're telling me Quotient works here? And Hilf? Oh, the dynamic duo. Honestly, Quotient and Hilf have been going so hard in their recruitment. Like they're so convincing. They'd probably be able to get my mom to sign up to OnlyFans with Closer Look Agency. Those guys are just they're spot on. They're too good. And don't even get me started on Sway. That guy's just inhuman. He's too good. Also, apparently Recruiters is an option you can pick. And that guy goes hard.
Deer hunting club. Except this one guy named Quotient. Is that a real fucking name? Yeah, Quotient. Yeah, I know him. He runs in the same circles as Summon Product, the boys. Anyways, you got your first client. What's next? It's time to get the word out and make some conversions, and it seems their strategy involves exploiting the boundaries of any given social platform. For instance, on TikTok, that means non-stop thirst trap posting of their different clients all over their fake verified
Pretty
accounts.
standard.
One of them being Woman World with 9.3 million followers, another being Simp Sanctuary with 3.1 million
That's actually a great
which
name, though.
Actually, at the time of recording this video,
I'll give you that
they
one.
have now deleted all their TikToks and changed their profile picture. And at the time of recording and editing this video, the account's gone. I guess the TikTok feds were getting too close. And then there's a new one they just launched called Bunny University. I don't know exactly what the strategy is for fake TikTok verification, but I think it has something to do with the fact that this new account shows 25.4 million likes and has like 7 TikToks doing sub 10,000 views. All I know is Grant advertises to sell verified TikTok accounts on his Instagram for $10,000 plus. DM him. Anyways, from these TikTok accounts, they'll funnel people to their respective Instagram accounts, which funnels back to the Closer Look Instagram account, which funnels back to the Closer Look OnlyFans page, and now I see a penis. Okay, here's the Closer Look agency page. That is porn. That is immediately porn. At this point, you're gonna want to have hired virtual.
Hey, Spencer McAnus is a lot of things, but a purveyor of bad porn he is not. You get exactly what you bargained for, right away. No fishy business, no foreplay, just cock balls right away, Gunnar. You play with McAnus, you get dirty. You should have expected that.
Assistants, often dudes, who will pretend to be your OnlyFans creator, DMing other guys that subscribe to try to get more money out of them. It's predatory, borderline false advertising, and weird as hell, but it's a standard in the business. And you greedy bastard, get to hire them for just $5 an hour because they often live in very remote, poor countries. So congrats, students, you've passed my class. If you follow these steps, you too can be a human piece of garbage, but remember, you can now afford to have your name held up by bottle girls that live Miami, so I guess it was all worth it. Anyways, that's the video today, pimps. Be sure to like, subscribe, thrust that notification bell, and please go to my second channel, Gunnar TV Live. I'm uploading weekly edited videos there from my Twitch streams, also at Gunnar TV Live, while these videos on the main channel take some time to produce. So I'd appreciate if you check them out. I think you'll enjoy them. With all that said, I'm gonna go meet up my buddy Quotient. I heard this fool named Difference is trying to start some shit. Good day. I'm coming, Quotient. I'm coming, buddy.
What a banger. Classic Gunnar W. Exit Prime Sindor. Yeah, I'd never heard of Closer Look or Spencer and Grant. Gunnar finds like the best lol cows. He really does. Ones I've never even heard of. So good. So good. Exit Tier 1 Papa Blin. Oh, fuck yeah.
Guys, welcome back to another Gunnar TV video.
From Reddit mod to Alpha Chad.
And I figured what better way to get into the mindset than looking the part and getting the most alpha haircut known to man. The faux hawk. It's the industry standard, really. Here's a thought
Wait, this isn't a faux hawk. This is a Ray hawk. I remember back in whenever the Rays were in the World Series for the first time, everyone in Tampa used to get this fucking goofy thing. Faux hawk, you gotta like spike that shit up. This is that Dark Souls 3 create a character preset hair stuff. Come on, man. But yeah, that is some alpha shit.
It's the industry standard, really. Here's a thought experiment I pass on to you. If you were to take an alpha male and put him in a room, no one would deny that he still remains an alpha male. But take that same alpha male and put him in a room with 9 other alpha males. Well now, who is the true alpha? Are you allowed to
conundrum.
put 10 alpha males in a room together? Will they not kill and out-alpha one another? For this reason, and for science's sake, it's with great interest that we all keep an eye on AlphaCon 2022, a real event taking place this February in Salt Lake City.
God, I love conventions Congratulations.
From a TikTok a while back, and it showed a poster of this upcoming conference. AlphaCon 2022. Be great or be nothing. No in between.
Let me see that poster one more time. Who do we got? We got Jimmy Rex, the Bull. Oh, everyone else has dumb names. Fucking Tim Ballard. He went to the wrong place. Man was looking for the Discord mod get together. Luckily the Bull's leading it though. But yeah, I guess you can be great or be nothing. Fuck yeah. Tim Ballard is the GOAT, you fucker. We have some Tim Ballard stands? What does he do? Why doesn't he have a cool name like the Bull or Jimmy Rex? Let me see. I can say with a high level of confidence though, if Tim Ballard's one of the speakers at AlphaCon, be great or be nothing, probably not really like the fucking man. An anti-human trafficking activist and author, is that him? I can't tell, there's no picture here. I'll just assume it is. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That's good. Coming out against human trafficking is always a good thing. Hey, I'll be brave. I'll give a hot take. Human trafficking, bad. I don't like it. If there's any human traffickers in here, get on the straight and narrow, alright? I'm tired of it. Cut out that monkey business, alright? We don't do human trafficking here, alright? Enough horseplay. Cut it out. Buster.
22. Be great or be nothing. No in between. If you fail to be great, you actually start to cease to exist in the material world. And then staring you down, we have 10 white dudes who just look like the same dude at different stages of beard growth. And you know what? Let's just get all the jokes out of the way now. I mean, these guys look like the goddamn Avengers. If the Avengers was comprised of only Hawkeye. If you told any one of them good news about yourself, they'd respond with, "Good work, Chief," and then tell you a story of a time they met and did blow with Drake at a club in LA. These guys intentionally spit behind the glass at Chipotle. You know what? I actually think I have seen these guys on TV before. Last year on
like
January
that Hawkeye
6th.
one.
Okay, I think I got them all out of my system. And wouldn't you believe it, their logo isn't even the Greek symbol for alpha. They accidentally used the lambda symbol because it looks like an A. Could this be a premonition?
True, but it's
that
cooler.
Are, dare I say, getting conned? From the website alone, I'd say so. A timer for a discount that refreshes whenever you reload the page. An alert box in the corner telling you people are buying tickets right now. Or how about the fact that they were selling $500 virtual tickets all last month and only recently changed it to $97 in-person tickets? I would be absolutely enraged if I had spent that much money to watch a live stream of this shit show just to find out they changed prices and I can now go in person.
I think they're giving it away.
But as much as I would love to spend
I think
this
it's a great
video
price.
exposing the event and making fun of their topics and speeches, it hasn't happened yet. In fact, there's not even an itinerary of the event to view, and it's only 3 weeks out from happening. Instead,
my man, they can't spell itinerary.
Specifically on each speaker.
That was outrageous to even think that.
Because you have to be some type of crazy to want to tie your brand name to this. With that said, let's take a look at the inaugural AlphaCon 2022 lineup so you have a better idea of which speakers to time your trend peak for. Let's first talk about the man running the operation, Jeremiah the Bull.
Hey, the
traditional
Bull
in the alpha industry
My
to
man.
make up your own middle name, and I think that's badass. All of you all let your beta parents give you dumb middle names like Elizabeth or Michael. Jeremiah is a
Christopher
literal
for
bull,
me.
and he kind of looks like one too. He owns Alpha Influence, which is the company behind AlphaCon, which is just a website that sells some courses on sales and Amazon dropshipping. You're telling me he has 5 credit cards? Please take my money now. On his Instagram bio, he claims to be a multi-millionaire by 25. I have no idea if that's true or not. A good thing he's got an Instagram story highlight. Am I legit? That's got to be where the proof is. You see, this picture clearly shows that his income is over $1 million. There's a dollar sign. It says income above it. His name on the account probably just got cropped out somewhere. That happens to millionaires a lot. How do I know? Oh, I'm a multi-millionaire too.
What's up, you guys? If you haven't seen already, so you're living.
Hey, you better be
rock,
careful teasing the
AlphaCon
bull.
Has somehow, and I'm so grateful to all of you, has now become the #1 trending business conference on Twitter, Reddit, TikTok, all social media platforms, and even Chris D'Elia is talking about AlphaCon 2022 coming up. So
Nothing's more alpha than getting everyone's name wrong. Isn't it Chris D'Elia? But fuck yeah, man. I imagine he was making fun of it. I'd never heard of AlphaCon, and I keep my finger on the pulse of all of this goofy shit. Was it really the #1 trend on Twitter? Let's see. When I type in AlphaCon, the only thing that comes up are people on Reddit talking about how they believe it was a giant scam. So, I mean, I guess maybe it was trending. This has 900 updates. Thanks to the Prime Pokey and the Bits Almighty. I mean, far be it from me to question the infinite sage wisdom of the Bull here, Jeremiah the Bull Evans. But to me, it looks like the only things that come up when I look at AlphaCon are people talking about how it was a scam. Cool, though. Hey, fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Vegeta hairline? Hey, no, this is like an alpha hairline. This is what you want. This is peak male.
So, to be honest, I'm so grateful for you guys and all the free publicity. We're getting millions of views.
Because people are making fun of it, bro. It's not blowing up because people are scrambling to buy tickets. Crystal Lee is a comedian. There's a reason he covered it. It's flat on its face funny that you would name and promote an event called AlphaCon unironically. If you tripped and fell and people started laughing at you, do you get up and thank them for the free publicity but tell them, next time don't laugh? That was actually a serious performative fall and you're supposed to appreciate it. And you could buy tickets to me tripping and falling again next week. No, people are gonna laugh because you're doing a funny thing. I don't care how many.
Don't you ever compare AlphaCon to falling.
Don't want to take advice from someone who
the only reason an alpha would fall is face first into a vagina.
Is a business conference made for you to help blow up your business in 2022. And you know what? It is about being an alpha. It is about being a leader. It's about freedom. It's about producing the leaders that this world needs. And you know what? The world wants to tell you that you shouldn't be an alpha. But what a real alpha is not some macho dude doing stuff. It's someone who stands up for what they believe in.
And what the Bull believes in is being a macho dude. He speaks in shouts as if he's purposefully lowering his voice to fit the personality of an alpha. It's not about being a macho man or lifting big weights. It's about being a leader, and the world doesn't want you to be a leader. What world are you talking to? Our social medias are littered with people trying to inspire others all the time.
And that's great. I love to be inspired.
Get on stage and tell people they can't be leaders. Jeremiah Evans also has a podcast because, of course, we all saw that one coming, and it's called The Bullpen. Gotta love that decor. We got a football, chess, an AK-47 whiskey bottle.
That's pretty cool.
The Bull has had many of the other AlphaCons.
Hold on, that let's pump the brakes a little bit. This setup kind of fucking nice. AK-47 whiskey bottle. I might have to book tickets to the next AlphaCon, I'm not gonna lie to you. He's even made himself an alpha record. Made himself a giant X record too, I don't really know what it means. I'm sure there's like a sword undoubtedly forged in Mordor or something like super alpha. There's probably just pairs of panties all over the place over here from different women that he's taken into the office. I mean, it's a cool setup.
We got a football, chess, an AK-47 whiskey bottle. Man shit. The Bull has had many of the other AlphaCon speakers on his podcast, so we're going to use it to segue into our next alpha, Keith Yackey.
Hey, Keith.
You know, we're around a lot of alpha. I mean, this is the alpha. This is the bullpen.
Yeah.
We're alpha, like we're leaders. It's just what we are. We're winners. We're leaders. My favorite mantra that I say every day is I'm a lover, I'm a leader, I'm a lighthouse. I'm a lover,
What
so
does
that my
that
wife
mean?
always craves me. I'm a leader because, well, why wouldn't you want to be a leader? I'm a
Right.
lighthouse. We get to shine. Like there's these guys, they almost want you.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Keith, I'm sorry to hit you with the cold water. An alpha would never call himself a lighthouse because you shine. That is some beta 16-year-old emo poetry shit. My man, you gotta work on that. You're in the bullpen and you're calling yourself a lighthouse? You should have just walked in and bent over and let the bull fuck you. This is outrageous. What a poser. Where's your AK-47 whiskey bottle, huh, Keith?
To know that they're better than you, but you don't walk away feeling better about yourself.
No
Tumblr
two
shit.
incongruent
Exactly.
statements have ever been made with such little downtime. We are top-of-the-line alphas. Our wives crave us. We are winners. We shine bright like a lighthouse. Yet there's guys out there that want you to think that they're better than you. Not us. Of course. We are better than you. We don't want you to think that. We just are better than you. And Keith Yackey wasn't just saying that creepy wife craving him all the time line just cuz. It's actually what he sells a course on. MarriedGame.com. Learn the one simple thing you need to do to get your wife back in the bedroom again. And then there he is.
Oh my god. Keith! Keith, this just screams I'm a cuck. Come on, man. Keith. You went into the bullpen and then released a "My wife doesn't want to fuck me anymore" book? Keith. Why is he speaking at AlphaCon? He's lowering my testosterone levels.
Smug off to the side, fucking your wife, actually, probably, I presume, taunting you.
Hey, what's up? It's Keith Yackey here, founder and creator of MarriageGame.com, where I want to help teach you and show you how to get your wife to actually want to have sex with you again, and you don't have to become a pussy or a pushover or any of that.
How
Sounds almost
common
too
is
good
that?
to be true? You're telling me I can get my wife to want to fuck me again without crying and sucking my thumb and saying, "Putty, putty, please, I miss you. Can we please have sex again?" Because I've tried that 16 times and it's not working. Well, Keith Yackey tells no lies. He wants to help fuck your wife. I'd help you fuck your wife. Maybe making fun of this is my bias. I'm 23. I don't have a wife, but selling.
Well, you
porn
could if
to
you
help other men
bought
fuck
Keith
theirs
Yackey's
seems
book.
like the wrong medium and probably the wrong focus too. Shouldn't the course be about saving a failing relationship? Because I think that's the main reason that the sex thing is a problem at all.
Now,
No. Hold on, I need to look at Keith Yackey myself. Keith Yackey, sex is just one big part of it, but I'm sure Keith tackles the entire relationship. Is this him? Keith Yackey. I don't think so. It says at least 5 molestation cases pending in Henry County. Oh, this is William Keith Lackey, not Yackey. Different guy. That's a different book, I guess. Where is he? Oh, here we go. Keith Yackey has been he made a whole lore of himself. From the business called You. Keith Yackey has been a pastor. He's dated porn stars. He's created a multi-million-dollar empire and promised himself that when he could, he'd share the principles that made it all possible, even the dating the porn star thing, available to as many as possible. He's got a purpose and a passion, and you're going to hear it all on today's episode of the Business Called You podcast. I feel like Keith wrote that himself. Let's take a peek at the website, see what we can learn from him. Oh, this is dangerous, actually. It might just be like full spread eagle women just screaming Keith's name. Hold on. Thanks, Resub Bree.
Hey, it's Keith Yackey here with Private Money Pro, where we...
Okay. It should be safe. Wow, this is a lot of lore. He's been asked to speak on stages with the biggest names ranging from music superstar Pitbull, Tony Robbins, Gary Vee, Russell Brunson, and Lewis Howes. Alright, let me see. What videos does he have? And how expensive are the courses, I wonder? I mean, if he's giving this away for anything less than 10 grand, I'm gonna have to jump on that. I wish his website worked. Maybe I have to pay to access it. Well, okay. I'll have to revisit that when the server's online, I guess. Whatever's happening over there, Keith.
And she's looking at me and tapping me under the table and saying, hey, listen, when we get out of here, you know, we're doing it in the car. From totally gone to doing it in the car.
Keith, you dirty dog.
Damn, he's getting hard.
From your wife not wanting anything to do with you to her now being so horny that you can't enjoy a peaceful meal with friends without her making everyone at the table uncomfortable. Your wife is going to be blowing you in the middle of a Ruby Tuesdays. That is my promise to you. And with powers like that, it's no wonder that Keith Yackey got the AlphaCon invite. Keaton Hoskins, who I originally thought was this charming, nice father of three, but silly me, I forgot that we're using made-up middle names again. Keaton the Muscle Hoskins is a different beast. I'm quaking at the thought of the muscle and the bowl in the same room together. His Instagram bio reads, Diesel Brothers on Discovery Channel, owner of One Mission Nutrition, FitCon Expo, and author of The divorce handbook. Of all
Yeah.
the divorce handbook, all caps, like he's particularly excited about it. Divorce. Let's go.
It's more like he's
Get
mad
ready to
about
file
it.
that paperwork. Custody battle for the kids. Intense stress getting back into dating. Fuck yeah. I get it. This book is for the people that didn't get to see Keith Yackey's course in time.
We're doing it in the car.
From my research, the Muscle is clearly the most alpha of this group. Owns a workout supplements brand.
True, this
drives
is pretty alpha.
helicopters, Drives tanks. Bought his daughter a 22 caliber hunting rifle for her 10th birthday. Oh, look, it's pink. That's like the cutest gun to shoot a deer with. And going back to the bio, he was on a reality TV show called The Diesel Bros on Discovery, which was about modifying scrap
pretty cool.
cars and reselling them. So I checked out the Wikipedia and found that the Diesel Bros, including Keaton Hoskins, were fined $850,000 for violating the Clean Air Act over 100 times. That is
Hey, that's
as
alpha
fuck.
shit,
Following
yeah.
environmental government compliance laws.
That's pussy shit.
We're literally called the Diesel Bros.
He's rolling coal.
Diesel it up. I mean, for Alpha's sake, look at the first thing he reads every morning. If you don't kill it, your family won't eat. That's facts. Really.
No fucking way. This is something I've always noticed about alphas. They live their lives like actual high school girls. Putting words on your wall that are supposed to be like inspirational, but then like putting your man spin on it. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve to have me kill your deer. It's like, it's so weird. The divorce handbook, because you're not a pussy. Joker quotes, oh true. Fuck the fucking fuckers before the fucking fuckers fuck you. Keith Yackey. Thanks for the 10 gift subs, Fada. This video slaps, not gonna lie. I told you, man. I recently found this guy's channel. I think he's great. Gunnar TV. Fucking criminally underrated. I saw his Jack Manley video. And then I saw he made something on AlphaCon, which I'd never heard of. And so far, this is some fire.
Don't kill it, your family won't eat. That's facts. Really stressful facts. I've heard of people having like positive daily affirmations, but that one just kind of seems a little sad. Like, damn, if I don't kill it today, my family's gonna up and starve. Therefore, I suppose I must kill it. Maybe it's more of a literal thing, and he hunts and needs to kill so his family can actually eat. Regardless,
Kind of like the Liver King.
Invite to AlphaCon, baby. According to his website, he's a CEO, author, and a philosopher. Not much to talk about with Brad. He's old, kind of out of touch.
Did you ask for his permission to react to this, though? I literally
He's
did.
also got this comedy set I found online, which is funny. Not the set, obviously, but the idea that an entrepreneurial
I found him on
motivational
Twitter,
speaker
told him his
would
content
also be good
slaps,
comedy.
then asked if he'd be okay with it. He said absolutely.
For bravery. Like, it makes no sense. Have you ever bet balls? There's more courageous body parts, right? Like a fucking elbow or something. Someone should have said, dude, you're getting up there with no practice? You got a fucking elbow on you. This goddamn elbow on that guy. Look at the elbow.
Really good stuff here.
That was pretty cool.
Jason Howard is the smartest out of all these guys, and he's a goddamn race car driver. And I just love that he goes on the Bullpen podcast and even talks about how dumb he thinks money-making courses are to Jeremy the Bull Evans' goddamn face. A man with 3 money-making courses.
The probability of you following somebody else's method and taking it to a $100 million a year company is not probable. It's not going to happen.
The elbows in this guy, am I right? And since none of the other guys have had a conversation with a woman past annoyingly explaining the stock market to them, they had to call on Jason to invite his wife to be a speaker, as well as the only token woman of the lineup. We're not misogynistic. We have a woman speaking too. We're not going to be listening to anything she says, but she'll be there. And alphas,
And that's all we
please
need,
refrain
baby.
yourself from hitting on Jason's wife. Although, if you're successful, we do have Keith and the Muscle on standby for Jason, whichever direction he chooses to go. I looked into this guy for an hour, and I legitimately can't tell you what he actually does. The name of the game with Andrew Cordell, as well as a lot of these guys, is how can you look successful at a glance without actually proving it? Andrew Cordell is the living body of
Wait, is this one of the guys there?
lying on your resume. I mean, look at all of these story brands under Andrew Cordell's Instagram. He's got AC shoes, AC travel, AC watches. Are any of these real companies, or are they just pictures of him having and doing those things? His whole Instagram, similar to the Bulls, is clips of him talking about various facets of business and growing your brand.
I didn't see him
But
on
does
the
he have
invite.
an actual brand? His fake follower count to views ratio would say otherwise. Go to his website and he claims to own even more businesses. AC Sports, AC Money, AC Capital. I wouldn't be surprised if he owns AC/DC at this point. But on each business's page, it's just an archive of different interviews.
This
Most
guy
of
looks
which
great.
don't
Hold on,
even
let me see.
load or exist. It seems like he's had 3 real interviews with big figures in the space: Grant Cardone, Gary Vee,
Okay.
And he's used those to convince everyone else that he's successful, so he gets hired for more interviews and podcasts and speaking gigs. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Get hired to speak in an event, get pictures and videos of you doing so, and then use those to promote and get hired for more speaking events. And repeat this cycle enough, and eventually you're gonna get hired to speak at an event with a dumb fuck name and premise, like AlphaCon.
Hey, let's not get carried away, alright? AlphaCon is a great goddamn name. Andrew Cordell. This guy actually does kind of look like Samwise Gamgee. Alright, I want to look him up. Alright, Andrew Cordell. This is such a flattering picture of him when you Google his name. It's like he's about to judge your dish on MasterChef. Alright, let's see. The Power Room. Impact. It could change the entire trajectory of your business. How? Influence. The fuck is this? This just sent me to a non-existent, not secure GoDaddy website. Thanks, Andrew. What does he do? I just want to see what he does. It's a giant fucking nothing burger of information. I guess I'd have to watch one of the videos. Let me see. Okay. Gunnar TV wasn't wrong. The videos just do not work, nor do they exist. This is every one of these gurus, too. Not a single one of them work? This is the guy that's going to take my business and turn it into an empire? A guy who can't even check to make sure his own videos work on his website? Want to learn the secrets, the systems, and processes that successful empires have been using for decades? Is it placating the audience? Like, just giving them nothing? I mean, business isn't doing so hot. Andrew Cordell is my last chance. Time to apply. Thanks to resub Zealox and Ironsides. How much does he charge? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't even look at the... Fuck, hold on, let me go back. I always love to see how much they charge for these things. It's usually in the thousands. Though, knowing Andrew Cordell, he forgot to put the price of his seminars. Booking. Let me see, hold on. Oh, I can fill out a form to see if he'd want to be a guest on the podcast. That seems like a disaster waiting to happen about speaking. I just want to know your rate. Oh, fill out a form to see if he'll be a speaker. I could bring him on stream. Hey, Andrew. What are these fucking... So it looks like he's done something kind of smart where he doesn't put the absurd price of his teaching publicly. So it looks like I would have to apply. I'd have to have a conversation with him. And he'd tell me what I owe him. Like, even just having that phone call, he'd probably bill me like 20 grand. Yeah, also he's opening sports cards. That's kind of cute. Do those videos work? Oh, I didn't even check. The fuck is lorem ipsum? Keep seeing people say that. Is that a type of text? Or is it like some kind of pill? Like goat horn extract? It's filler text. Oh, it said lorem ipsum on his website. How many times do I have to go back to this goddamn site? Where? Oh. So the vice president of AC Sports. Very good information here. I mean, now I know I can trust Tim. Lorem ipsum. This is the default text on Microsoft Word. It's nonsense Latin. All the video descriptions too. Oh, you're right. Oh my god, you're right. I didn't look at this at all. Let's see how their Pokemon card opening went. This works. So then how did he overlook everything else? Andrew Cordell is truly a mystery to me.
This cycle enough, and eventually you're gonna get hired to speak at an event with a dumb fuck name and premise, like AlphaCon. The real estate guy, every panel needs a real estate guy. He seems pretty harmless, like he actually has a real estate background and made his money there. Although on his website he does sell a quote-unquote free book that he then asks you to claim by paying $8 for shipping and handling, which I know he made profit there. So you were so close to winning my trust, Jimmy Rex. So close.
Damn you, Jimmy.
Okay, the next one I can't really make a lot of jokes for. I'll show you a picture of the man, and maybe we'll be on the same page. Now, if Nick Santonastasso is scamming us like many of the other speakers, I'm just going to say that he's really committed to the bit. On the off chance that he is hiding those limbs somewhere, don't say I wasn't somewhat suspicious. Now, Nick is all about overcoming your circumstances, avoiding victim mentality, which anyone should respect the hell out of, especially when it's coming from him. If I were in his shoes, which are things he has no need for, there's little doubt in my mind that I would be anywhere as successful as him. When you could do the shit this guy can do with just one arm, you've earned.
I've actually seen this guy on YouTube quite a bit.
And I'll say it, a guru. This is my free pass. Ex-pro Canadian football player for a team called the Rough Riders, a name he now asks women to refer to him and the boys as when they go out for drinks. Aaron Wagner, who is one shaka bra away from instantly spawning a lacrosse stick and rumbling a beer in your face, owns an investment fund company, I think. Once again, it's pretty hard to tell. His website has almost no content, just some restaurant brands they either work with or are invested in or maybe just eat lunch at sometimes. I don't know. They don't tell us. But the firm is called Wags Capital, gross name, and they use the same lion logo,
it's an alpha name,
almost from the Wolf of Wall Street when they have to make their own startup brokerage look very like official. It looks just like that, and I think the reasoning is exactly the same. And wow, Aaron Wagner has pissed off a lot of people with Wags Capital, specifically the people of a city in Montana called Missoula, which is where Wags Capital just made their headquarters. Looks like ass, just like the work y'all are doing in Montana. So this is the base of that hateful bigot piece of shit that no one wants in Missoula. Literally thousands and thousands of people here actively despise his existence. This got me super interested in this citywide drama. Aaron Wagner has apparently found himself in this city of Missoula. My research led me to an online newspaper called The Missoulian, and an article that reads, developer of Missoulian building apologizes for heinous comments. It turns out Aaron Wagner and his company Wags Capital are behind a $100 million commercial renovation project, which will directly affect the unaffordable housing crisis that Missoula has struggled with for a long time. So the people of Missoula hopped on Instagram and gave Aaron a piece of their mind, telling him to leave the city, that the locals hate him and whatnot, and oh boy, did Aaron have some things to say back. Land abduction. I paid $10 million for the land. More than your life and soul is worth. Here's a little tip. Fuck off and get a life. Look, you little prepubescent dunk. You don't know shit about economics or how to solve homelessness or the housing crisis, so leave that to the professionals like me.
We got ourselves a real Giga Chad.
Basement and eat your Cheetos and play Fortnite. Us grown-ups have to actually fix real problems. And after reading all those responses, we're probably all thinking the same thing, right? Alpha as fuck. Moving into a town, demolishing its houses,
goddamn right.
A commercial super mall that makes a town unaffordable to its current residents, and when they get mad at you, you tell them to fuck off. At least I thought that was alpha until, like a little beta bitch, he went and apologized in another Missoulian article. I'm not making excuses though. I should have taken the high road. Wagner said he's on vacation with his family and had a few too many.
Excommunicate him from Alpha Society.
I'm a middle linebacker, which sometimes is a bull in a china shop and gets a little out of control, he said. But that's not the best way to engage with people. Look, I'm not gonna make excuses.
That is soy.
I was hammered, and I played football, and you guys are being really annoying yelling at me and stuff. Believe it or not, the community did not accept this apology, and everyone is still really pissed at him. So I think Alpha AlphaCon might just be an excuse to get out of town for the weekend. Now, there's a few other speakers I didn't cover this video for one reason or another. Either they just didn't have a lot of content to review, or like Nick and Jimmy seemed somewhat genuine and just got roped into the event. The Bowl also just announced like 3 more speakers the day I'm filming this. Either way, this is everyone I wanted to cover. What I think you have to realize about AlphaCon and similar business conferences is that all of the speakers are being paid by the event organizer to be there. In this case, Jeremiah the Bull Evans. I don't think any of the speakers are necessarily dying to be there, especially since people have already made fun of the event so much. They just want a paycheck because these conferences tend to make a ton
I can't
of
imagine why
off
they make
the
fun of
backs
it.
People who actually want to create wealth and just spend a large part of it to be able to see these people in person. I'm not saying it's a definite that all of these guys have bad advice or that they're not actually trying to help people. What I am saying is pretty much all of them are not in the same industry as you. They are in the business of motivational speaking, and that is where they make their living. Motivational speaking can be great for mindset, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to spend your hard-earned money to fly out to Salt Lake City to achieve the same goal, let alone some guys that you probably want to vet online first before you take their advice. All of these guys,
I think they've all seemed pretty reputable.
Say the same exact thing,
especially
on
Keith
stage
Yackey,
as they do on their respective YouTube channels and interviews. And every one of them being in the same speaker circle jerk, they all have each other on their shows.
The Prime Gunnar, hey, fuck yeah, man.
The point is, you can find these guys free advice anywhere, except Missoula. I don't think anyone's going to show their face there for a bit. So please, value your time more.
If he was a real alpha, he would rampage through Missoula.
2022, and say yes, please, to GunnarCon 2022.
What's up, guys? It's Gunnar, the Monster Cock TV. Yes, I own every card here. If you guys haven't heard yet, GunnarCon 2022 is coming up. It's all about
now that's the real alpha shit.
Business growth and growing your business. And you know what? It is about being a gunner. The world doesn't want you to be a gunner, but a gunner is strong. A gunner is cool. A gunner is smart. Look, guys, I don't want to oversell this event, but it's going to be...
Now tell me how to fuck my wife.
It's going to be tantamount to the emancipation...
Otherwise, I'm going back to Keith Yackey at AlphaCon.
It's going to be tantamount to women's suffrage. It's going to be tantamount to something big. And we've got a lot of great speakers this year. We've got Gunnar, then Gunnar, followed by Gunnar about 7 more times, and then Keith Yackey. He's not
Well, that's the end of the video today,
what the fuck?
Chief. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, as well as follow me on the old gram. And in the comments, don't forget to leave stunt suggestions, guys. I am out of stunts. I need new suggestions.
Thanks, Aloha.
Please do that. Thank you. With that all said, good day. My time is money. I got to get out of here and make sure this number keeps going up.
What a fucking banger. And thanks to the Prime Gunner. Criminally underrated. Criminally underrated. We're gonna watch Starman tonight? No, we don't watch Starman anymore. He became way too self-aware. Thanks to the resub, Lumberjake. I hope you and your girlfriend are happy. Well, now we are after I watched the little AlphaCon. Now I know what she needs. She needs seminars on business growth, sports card pack openings, and also she needs to tell me that we have to fuck at a restaurant. So